Sorry, I got
Hello, Wastelanders! I will get that eventually. Welcome to the Initiative Order. This is Vault, a Fallout TTRPG using the Modifius 2D20 system. My name is April Hill. I am the overseer. There's an echo.
A little
Is
bit.
that better?
A little bit.
Third
Oh my
time's the
God.
charm.
Yeah.
Okay. My name is April Hill. I'm the overseer for this game. I'm running tech myself, and I'm a noob at it, but I'm getting there. So give me some grace. Cool. All good now. Great. You can find me at stiletto_assassin on Instagram and stiletto DM on Twitch. Before we get into tonight's game, let's introduce our wonderful cast. We will start with Ash.
Oh, was it me? I'm sorry. It froze for a second. All right, what's up? It's not the Wasteland without a few technical difficulties because, you know, things blew up a long time ago and all that good stuff. Anyway, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, and Brianna DeCoster on Twitter. And tonight I play one of my all-time favorite characters, Ash, the Super Mutant Barbarian. She is 6'3" and ready to smash some faces in. Let's go.
Yes. All right. And we got Sugar Cyrus.
What can I say? The name's Jay Casual Campbell. You can find me on all social media at casual_Campbell. Twitch is Casual Campbell. I'm a variety streamer, entertainer, storyteller, writer, and all kinds of things that make you smile. I aspire to inspire to the day I expire with no plans to retire. You can find me on many platforms doing many things creatively, and you can find me on a screen near you doing magical things.
It's true. And we've got Pawn.
Hey everyone, my name is DeAngelo, and I'm a writer and a storyteller, and I do a lot of tabletop RPG events to help our community become more inclusive and more diverse and everything like that. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. I'll be playing Pawn, the Raider, who's trying to be a better person, but he struggles with it, but he's doing his best. So yeah.
And Peggy Sue.
Hi everybody, Taryn Hackett, also known as Val Rook, and you can catch me on the Instagram at Val Rook. I am an all-around creative human, crafting DM, GM, all that jazz, and also a dice maker. And if you like the fancy math clacks, then you can totally catch my dice shop and other dice makery things at UO_dice. It's Umbral Oculus Dice. I do have a Ko-fi and other things. Go do the support and go look at the shinies. And of course, tonight, I am playing Miss Peggy Sue James. I'm ready to collect those caps, hon.
And we've got Marcus.
I am Justin, and I am playing Marcus Cole, the Slinger of Guns. If you watched last week, you know I'm endeavoring to relaunch my MySpace page, but I ran into a roadblock. I don't recall my Hotmail account information, so if you know how to get around that, message Chills on Twitch. Let him know. He'll walk me through it, and we'll get this thing figured out.
At least we got him on the internet.
Marcus is ready like spaghetti.
Nice.
I'm dying.
I missed you guys.
R.I.P. in this.
Every Monday, I need this. All right, Tipper.
Hi everybody, I'm Alicia Marie, or Alicia Marie Body on socials. I'm a costume designer, maker, and TTRPG enthusiast. You can find me on socials at Alicia Marie Body, and I'm always doing something crazy at the moment. I'm working on like more than enough like costumes, so it's sort of juggled my brain. My brain is all over the place, but I'm happy to be back in the Wasteland with my fellow Wastelanders and playing Tipper, who is one of my favorite characters to bring to life. And I'm actually wearing her vest tonight, even though everything else is jacked. Ignore it. Use your imagination, okay?
You never look. You look. Yeah.
Tipper can change everything about her appearance if she really wants to. It's fine. It's fine.
Upgrades in her.
Upgrades.
Let me upgrade you.
Let me All right. So before we dive into tonight's game, let's talk about our wonderful sponsors. We've got Session Zero Clothing, which is D&D inspired streetwear. You can use the code ORDER at checkout for 15% off. Love all of their stuff. I believe he's on vacation right now, so you might have to wait, but check their Instagram because they've got great clothing, great stickers, and all that kind kind of fun stuff. We've also got Norse Foundry, which has beautiful artisan dice. Just like, well, not as artisan, I guess, as Peggy do, but they are beautiful. You can use order you can use the code TIO15 at checkout for 15% off on that. And we've also got roaming player gear, which is amazing tabletop gaming supplies by our own GotDM, who will be coming out with a show very soon, later this month. So be listening in for that. You can use code Carnaby 20 for 20% off the Dice Tower Dice Tray combo set. And last but not least, we've got Mithril Armory, which makes amazing tabletop accessories, dice, terrain, and more. They are going to be our mid-show giveaway. We're going to be giving one of their 10 Hedrils, and I will show you right now what that looks like.
From the same team who created the world's first foldable metal D20, comes a colorful evolution, introducing the world's first all-metal, foldable, full-color RPG dice set. Now you can enjoy a full set of foldable RPG dice, designed with thicker, sturdier metal and in full color by our favorite designers. The 2 included sheets contain a total of 9 dice, 1d20, 1d12, 2d10, 1d8, 3d6, and 1d4. They come in multiple designs, and new ones will become unlocked as we reach our stretch goals. 10 Hedrils, foldable metal dice, by Mithril Armory.
No, it was The Hills Have Thighs and The Devil Wears Not.
Oh, no.
Don't forget about the it was Spider Gal.
These 10 Hedrils are foldable metal dice puzzles. They come in a flat sheet of metal that you fold into a usable die. So we will be giving away one of these during our mid-show break. So enter Mithril in the chat to be entered in for our mid-show giveaway. So they have made some beautiful designs by amazing artists. They're launching their Kickstarter. Well, their Kickstarter has already been launched, and I believe it's over 800% funded. But you can still get in on it. They still have it going for a couple more weeks. These 10 Hedrils are an upgrade to the successful 1020s, which have sold over 3,000 so far. And from that, they have listened to feedback and put in the work to these new designs. So check out their Kickstarter. And here's the promo video, which I just showed you, to see them in action. So yeah. They're beautiful. I can't wait for y'all to see them. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else? Any other announcements or anything?
If you're enjoying the show and would like to tip the cast, the Ko-Fi link is down below. I believe, yes, for Vault TTRPG.
Yes, so if you donate bits to the stream, that helps us keep the stream running, and everything that goes to expenses for running the stream, all the streams across the initiative order. If you would like to donate and tip the cast directly, you can do so by clicking the Ko-Fi link below and throwing some bucks our way. We split it at the end of the night, so we really appreciate that. It helps us get more set pieces, more costume pieces, helps us pay for internet and snackage and all that stuff, and keeps us running this. So many snacks.
And it pays for my makeup and paint to get my face back on.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, that's right.
So yes, we would appreciate if you would do that. And without further ado, everybody, let's get wasted. Where is it? I can't find it.
All I can think about is Ed, and Eddie's.
Yeah.
Why not?
I've a
We're gonna get you.
relatively large.
I know. I'm just...
We're back. We're back. We're back. We're
We're
live.
back. We're just talking about your social
Lies.
media Marcus. I love doing that, just sneaking it in and being like, yeah, what were y'all talking about? Keep going. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. So I love our intro so much. It's very awesome. So last week, we got to Fort Stockton. Tipper and Ash stayed with Kaylee as Tipper was wanting some upgrades that Kaylee could offer because she found Tipper's Tipper's creator's manual. She had found Tipper's creator's manual and was working on a synth of her own. She was very excited to see one in action, real life, working that was so advanced, as no one ever had seen one this advanced before, way ahead of her time. And Ash not really trusting anybody, especially with one of her friends, who's a machine, a robot. Still friend. Doesn't trust her alone with just anybody, especially shut down. So Ash watched over her while she was getting these upgrades from Kaylee. The rest of the group decided to go look at the bounty board and turn in the bounty of the Yaogui that they had rescued Peggy from almost being mauled by. Sugar was fine. Sugar played a beat, and the Yaogui was like, "You're a friend. You're a friend." So they looked at the bounty board, and Pawn was on the bounty board, but luckily had gone in incognito, in disguise, as someone named Peter, who Kaylee saw right through. Kaylee recognized you right off the bat. But Pawn's bounty wasn't as high as some of the other ones up there. There was a fella named Big John. We're going to refer to him like that from now on. Big John, as well as Femur Crusher. So they decided maybe they were going to pick up one of these bounties, and they turned in the old bounty. Peggy and Sugar did. Pawn didn't want to go, obviously, since Pawn was up on the board, and Marcus also didn't want to go because he has a history with the Desert Rangers leader, Saffron. So Peggy and Sugar go in, get their caps, and say that they are going to possibly look into Big John. And, you know, Saffron was a little bit curious about it, but let it go. Said, sure, why not? Gave them their caps, and they went on their merry way. They went to the tavern where they met Inara. She fed them, gave them drink. Sugar gave her chase. So we'll see how that concludes tonight. And Peggy and Marcus had a little bit of a dance. Pawn almost got captured, but luckily he ran to the bathroom just in time, and his disguise held up. So we will see what happens as the night continues on. You all have gone to bed, or the equivalent of going to bed. Tipper and Ash, you slept the night at Kaylee's place, and you your upgrades are complete, Tipper. So it is morning time. What would y'all like to do?
Peggy Sue will wake up bright and early, just before dawn, as is a practice that she likes to do. She will wake up and she will go sit out on the front porch in a chair for just a little bit, stare off, watch the sunrise.
Pawn is definitely doing cardio with Hash Brown in his disguise, as he's just like running around.
I believe Sugar would have finished their cardio and hopefully won 100 caps to prove they are well equipped.
Let's see. I'm gonna make you do endurance plus
athletics.
Let's see. We're gonna do a contested endurance plus. God, do I want to do survival or speech?
Athletics. Make it all physical.
No, athletics. Yes, let's do endurance and athletics.
It's not about athletics because it's about the finesse. See, anybody can use brute force. It's the delicacy of how we make things work.
The finesse.
Exactly.
Use those luck points that you got there, bud.
What attribute are you trying to do?
He's trying to use speech or
endurance.
something.
No, endurance is fine. I want to either go with. I'm not going to use. I would say speech because Sugar is well equipped at using multiple skills, including linguistics and other forms with the tactics of the tongue. But I was hoping for possibly survival. Otherwise, if it's athletics is acceptable too.
I will let you use charisma or athletics.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go with we'll stick to athletics and endurance, but I will use stack deck to instead use luck instead of endurance. All right, so
is 2.
That is 2 successes. I don't think if we're having to use athletics, that is not a tag skill though. So just 2 successes.
So you got 2 successes. All right, so I got. So you did pass, barely, but she was pretty great herself. She held her own with the festivities. So she'll hand over 100 or 50 caps.
I do say we both enjoyed ourselves. So if you ever look for another service, you simply look out and you ask for a sweet taste of sugar, my love.
Well, I'm sure I'll see you again around here, especially if you're picking up more bounties.
I'm not one picking up bounties. I just spread love and joy to every person I can find, as you can attest to.
Oh, I sure can.
Well, I must spread my music to the rest of the world. I bid you adieu, and stay as sweet as ever, my love. And Sugar will just leave.
Music.
Sure.
That was something else.
Question, Overseer. Are there cigarettes lying around anywhere? I'm not trying to pay for any, but if there's like a pack sitting somewhere someone left unattended.
You might find some half smoked like cigarettes in one of the ashtrays outside.
All right, I smoked worse, and she's just gonna pull one out. She's gonna pull out her Zippo that has the B engraved on it, and she's just gonna light one up, kicking back.
I'm assuming coming out, I would see Peggy lighting one up.
Yes. Yeah, she's out on the bar out in the bar porch.
You know, if you're looking for fresh smokes, you could just simply ask.
Hey, Sugar, you got a smoke?
And reach into the pack, pulls out one of the many fresh packs, and just
Chunks that
tears
one.
one open. All right.
Holds your fingers up.
Sets it through, pulls out my Zippo lighter, and just lights it up.
She like snuffs it out with the butt of her glove and pulls out her Zippo and lights it.
You are truly a curious one indeed, might I say, Pegasus.
I'm a little biased towards this lighter, that's all.
You're biased towards many things. As one of the few people to not indulge in the sweet taste of sugar.
Tough nut to crack, honey.
I know all about getting that nut through.
So I heard. I'm also just picturing, like, as this conversation's going on, Pawn is just kind of running around with the dog chasing. He's just like...
Absolutely. And probably Lady Luck, to giving them both attention and cardio. We'll throw...
Lady Luck is probably involved, but as always, Lady Luck is pretentious, being like, I'm too good to be about this. I'm better than everyone else. Personality, like, nose always a little too high up.
In the morning, Kaylee would have, I know, Ash, you usually get up and do your morning workout routine as well. In the morning, Tipper, Kaylee would have turned, put all the coverings back on and booted you back up. And you are now equipped with a fully functioning digestive system, which means you, as a highly advanced synth, now have a fully functioning digestive system, which means you will have to eat, hydrate, and defecate.
Wait, do I have to eat, or do I just have a functioning digestive system, but I don't really have to eat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you don't have to eat. However, now you can use food and drink like normal people would. You can taste it, and you would get the effects from food and beverage as well.
Taste buds? Thanks, Chills. I can taste my own cooking.
She's gonna know we've been lying to her this entire time.
So Ash basically, after like kind of doing her normal routine, she would have went to go check and see, you know, if Tipper was basically ready to go. And she says to her, you know, I thought that I'd be really happy with the fact that you weren't yapping all the time like you usually do, but I gotta say it was a little weird. So I'm glad that she was able to do what she needed to do, and you have your system functioning now.
This is really weird. Ash, this is really weird. You know why?
I mean, there's a lot of things weird about you already, but go ahead. What else would you say is weird about yourself?
More than usual. It's almost like if I think really hard, I guess.
Don't hurt yourself, you know, and then that misfires or whatever, and then you have to get fixed again. I know using your brain or whatever it is in your head, it's hard to do sometimes. It's fine.
Positronic, but it's okay. I don't worry, because I know if I need upgrades or I need help or anyone or anything or someone by my side, I know you will always be there. So at least there's that, right?
Sure. But again, what were you saying? Weird?
Okay.
Beyond weird, normal weird?
If I think really hard.
Yeah.
There's something strange going on with my body. And I know that I just had all these upgrades and stuff.
Yeah, it took forever.
That she gave me the ability to ingest like food like you guys.
Does that mean it comes out the other end like all of us?
What?
Does it mean that it now comes out the other end?
Ooh.
No, that's not connecting.
No.
When you digest things, it has to go somewhere. It doesn't go up.
That absolutely makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to consult she did give me a little document that has, you know, things that I might need to know about my new system. I didn't really exactly get to the last few pages, but I guess it would have to go somewhere after it goes in, right? I never really thought about how you guys are put together. That doesn't seem terribly efficient, but okay. Yeah. How often do you have to expel the rest of the byproducts of what you ingest? Once a week?
I know. I mean, it depends on if you eat. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you eat something and it really doesn't do well with your system, let's just say that could be multiple times in one day. It's not.
That doesn't seem efficient at all. It seems like it would take a lot of time. I hope that when she fixed my system, I don't have to deal with this anomaly very often.
I guess it's one of many things you can look forward to. Welcome to humanity. I don't know. Living. I don't. Let's just hurry up and find the others.
But the good news is, Ash, I've been fitted with taste bud simulators, so I can taste my own cooking. How exciting is that? Oh,
great. So then we will have less chances of potentially getting poisoned or getting sick because you can finally taste your cooking. It's awesome. I mean, I can't really get poisoned, but the others, you know, I worry about them sometimes. Don't tell them that, though.
I was going to say, you worry about them? They would
love
to hear that.
I swear on... Listen.
I owe you one.
If you want to feel what it feels like to be punched in the system, Trust me. Don't tell them. Now let's go.
All right. Are you sure you're not hungry? I can whip something up fast for you.
I guess we have some time. Hurry it up.
All right, coming. So Tipper sort of jumps over and runs after Ash.
Okay, as you go outside, you see Pawn in this interesting getup that he had put on himself before entering Fort Stockton. It's a sweaty mess right now. Like his hair's all, and his glasses are slipping as he runs around and is exercising with Hash Brown, Marcus. Marcus, did you come outside as well?
I imagine Marcus is still asleep.
Okay. Then we've got Sugar and Peggy are out on the front porch of the inn and bar having a cigarette.
Speaking of which, Sugar, since you were praising Jesus last night, did you happen to cover my baby's ears, or did he have to hear all that shit?
First off, I ensure that Bappa has only the sweetest sounds playing. So opens a pouch and shows little headphones. That way Bappa gets only the sweetest sounds to ensure the sweetest of children.
I swear to God, if that thing starts...
He takes one of the headphones and he's like, starts like trying to gnaw on it.
That's not for eating, that's for listening. Pulls out one of the extra fingers I've had. This is for eating.
And he grabs it, little baby Deathclaw, grabs the finger and starts gnawing on it.
Peggy
So
gets
happy.
scritches. Good. Oh, he's so cute. Look at that little... Oh my goodness. Look at... He's so... I don't anybody can think anything negative of this little guy. I just don't understand.
That's how people are out here. So many people filled with pain and misery. They're projected on the things they see.
You know, for being as big as he is, he sure is pretty quick. How many laps he's done make now? Like, it's just...
I don't know. A lady that decided that that one up was enough. She just sitting there minding her own business for the time being, it looks like.
So you will see people start to get up around the town. There are people coming in and out of the town. Some people going to the bounty boards, taking some of the lesser bounties. There's children out playing, running around. You will see the sheriff's office, the Desert Ranger headquarters. It is there's a light on inside, and you can see the generator is running outside that is powering the lights. So there is somebody inside currently. Tipper and Ash, you would see Peggy and Sugar, because it's not too big of a settlement.
Is Pawn still running around outside?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything around, like, as far as like tree branches, rocks?
There would be some 2x4s, some fresh lumber and whatnot from some of the building that they've been doing lately. Yeah.
Okay. Ash is gonna try to, like, if he's running in a certain direction, she's gonna try to toss one of the 2x4s or whatever, the pieces of wood, like kind of toss it, like slide it on the ground, so then that way he could possibly trip.
Okay, cool. I guess do an athletics. Maybe athletics, agility check. Pawn, Ash, let's go ahead and do, what is it? Strength and throwing. So this will be a contested one. So Ash, you will set the target number by your strength and throwing.
Okay.
I'm going to use a luck to re-roll one of mine.
Smart. I was going to say.
Okay, let me see here.
It was two D20s that I would have had to roll for that?
Yeah, 2d20s, okay. And then your target number is going to be that strength plus your throwing. whatever that is.
My target number was 12, and I got an 8 and a 9, so 2 successes.
2 successes. Pawn.
So I got a 12 and a 3, but the 3 is lower than my 5 that I have for athletics, and it is a tag skill, making it 3 successes. So
wait. Okay, wait, hold on. Athletics is also my tag skill.
is it? It has to be
No,
underneath.
no.
It has to be underneath whatever your tag skill score is.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
Oh, it
underneath.
is?
But,
Oh my god!
but you're using throwing, not athletics for this. You're
Oh,
using
throwing is not my tag skill, so
Okay,
fair
good.
enough. Fair enough. I thought it was athletics. I was like, I got you.
Yes. So
All right,
you
all
do
right.
throw it. You throw it, and the 2x4 goes spinning around right in the dirt at Pawn's feet as he's running, and then he just kind of hops over it and barely misses tripping over it.
And I'll
But he
just
does,
look to
you
her.
know.
Yeah, I'll just look to her and be like, "Are you gonna work out? You're gonna lose your muscle mass." And then I kind of clap to her a couple times, like, "Come on, we gotta the morning's short." And then I keep heading off doing my cardio.
Hey, Sugar, you think we ought to go send a nice courtesy call up to Marcus? Peggy stands up and starts walking inside.
More power to you. Best of luck dealing with him.
Do they have any kind of coffee or anything hanging out?
They would have some tea.
I will take tea. And how much for a shot?
Shot, I believe, is 5 caps.
She'll chunk the caps onto the table. Then what, like 6 caps for all of it? 7?
Fair.
Okay. She just tosses them up there.
You want?
Whiskey. Why not?
We do have whiskey. So Inara, you can see Inara seems, her hair's a little bit messier than it was last night. Her clothing is just kind of like wrinkled a little bit, and she seems in good spirits as she gets your tea and whiskey. Look at Sugar's face. Sugar's like that.
Peggy leans over, gets the shot, and just pours it into the tea. You missed a spot on your hair there, Shug. And walks off, assuming like there's not a whole lot of rooms in this place.
No, this is probably, it's bigger than the one that you stayed at back in Klondike. So there's probably a few more rooms, but it's not too big.
Peggy's just gonna go to Marcus's room. She's not gonna knock. She's just gonna open it and walk straight over to the window and pull open the curtains.
And it's pretty sunny for being a November Texas day. It's the radiation and stuff in the sky, the clouds. I mean, there's some there, but it's pretty bright.
Yanks the pillow, hits him on the head, and then sets the tea on like the nightstand by him. Hair to the dog, time to wake up. And
That is how Marcus is used to getting woken up by physical violence.
And then
Do you have PTSD? Wouldn't you be like?
No. At this point, I think he's become actually
because
null to it.
Used to ashes, waking him up.
Yeah.
It's probably
Just
not a good thing. It's probably bad.
It's when he's gently woken up that he's scared.
Now
Yeah,
he's scared,
yeah.
But yeah, leaves the tea with the shot in it, hair to the dog, and just walks out.
He will drink it and then be disgusted the fact that it's tea, but happy that it has a little spice to it.
Ash is gonna walk up to, like, if Sugar is still outside, and like her and Tipper are walking up to the area where they're at. She's gonna ask him, "What'd we miss?"
Oh, sweet Ash, you have missed quite a bit. More importantly, I have missed you. Tell me, how is your morning treating you?
I think you've been hanging out with that moron over there a little too long.
Which one?
What are you talking? The one that thinks that you're our boss of the gang. Yeah.
If it's finding you as a woman of true strength and admiration, and being adorned in the beauty of it is moronic, well then I guess you can consider me guilty.
And you see Ash looking very, very confused because she doesn't know how to respond to someone talking to her like this. Tipper, tell him about your special weirdness.
Sugar, now I know we don't know each other very well, but I couldn't eat before. Okay, obviously I didn't need to eat before, but I've always, being that I've been such an amazing cook as of late, according to Marcus, who loves what I'm able to concoct with a frying pan and a spatula, I was able to undergo upgrades that allow me to digest food and stuff like that. So that's what I can do now.
You can eat and taste the flavorfulness of food now.
Yeah, they actually gave me taste bud simulators. They work a bit differently than yours, but similarly. So excited.
My understanding is now that your tongue can now taste the flavors of food.
Isn't that wild?
That means your tongue now has a sensation of touch. It can feel sensations.
Yes. I don't know if it'll be satisfying the way that food is for you guys. However, I'm hoping that I'll learn it over time.
Well, I've traveled a bit. I've learned a few recipes. I would enjoy spending some quality time. We can just whip up a meal at some point and we can test those taste buds out properly.
I would love to, Sugar.
And you know what? I feel like I can make something pretty good with the Yagoi meat we got. Get some protein for Miss Lovely Ash over here.
Really?
I've got plenty of ingredients I've gathered over my many, many years of travel, so I'm sure we can get something delightful and anything to help Ash keep her wonderful physical form going. We need a strong person to keep us safe in the wasteland.
Where's everybody else?
I do believe Miss Peggy Sue's been inside to acquire Marcus, and Pond's getting his morning cardio going.
I would like to let everybody know that I've begun to take a tally of every pickup line that Sugar drops during each episode. We are on 7.
We'll have to do a compilation at one point and be like,
oh, by the way. Where's the creature that Peggy Sue was traveling with?
Which creature do you mean as motioning to the bag satchel with the death claw and kind of swinging it around?
Wait.
Or do you mean whistling for Lady Luck to come by? You talking about one of these two?
I think it's the one in the weird looking child thing.
Peggy will come out of that moment. He is not weird looking. He is cute as shit. Look at that look at his little face. Look at those little teeth.
He's still gonna kill you all when he's old enough.
You're with me.
I mean, everything's destined to kill us at some point. It's best to keep the things we enjoy around till then.
Again, it's your funeral. Where's Marcus?
As you're looking around, there is a large man who comes out of the Desert Rangers headquarters office. Sugar, Peggy, you would have recognized this person. You see them coming as well, coming down the lane. Tipper and Ash, you've never seen. Tipper, you've never seen this person before. This very large male comes walking down the road to go to the bar. And you will notice as he's walking toward you, he's got a bald head, no hair, no facial hair on his face. His skin is almost an ashen color, but not quite. There's something not quite right about his complexion. One of his arms is a little bit larger than the other. The left arm is a little bit larger than the other, noticeably so. and he carries his gun on his left hip as if he is left-handed. You, Sugar and Peggy, you would recognize him as the person that Saffron introduced as Malcolm.
Peggy's just gonna tip her hat at him, like being real cheeky.
And he starts walking up the steps to go inside the bar.
Ash, immediately you see like she's seen a ghost. So even though she has an ashen tone to her skin, it's now even more like of a pale tone. And you see where she goes, basically walking almost like as if in a daze towards this person, like at full speed.
Well, I find this going to be quite interesting, and Sugar's going to kind of trail behind.
So he's walked into the bar. Ash follows behind. He starts walking towards the bar to where Navarre
Ash is going to try to grab his shoulder.
Okay. So yeah, you walk up behind him and you grab his shoulder, and you will notice that you are around the same height as this man in front of you, who's not facing you, which is very unusual because you're usually the tallest person in the room. And so when you grab him, he immediately grabs you with his left hand and turns around, spins, and he is holding your fist and looking at you straight in the face. And this is definitely somebody that you recognize.
Lefty? How are you?
You survived.
How are you even alive?
Listen, my name's Malcolm now.
Malcolm?
Malcolm. I go by Malcolm. I found my place here. I was able to run. They didn't catch me. I saw a couple of the other kids go down, but I was able to get out.
And Ash kind of basically, even though he has the other, or has her fist, or where she was holding him, she grabs onto his other arm that's not as long as his left. Like, I can't believe you're here. Like, I tried to go back.
Yeah, me too.
I really, but I had to keep running.
The radiation, even for me, I tried to go back. It almost killed me. And this woman, Saffron, she found me and gave me a place here. She brought me back to life. Gave me a life I never knew. Gave me comforts I never knew. She's good people. She's got her issues, but got a life here now. And have you know if anybody else made it out?
You're the first person I saw since I ran like hell. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about it. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. And then Ash is like basically holding on and kind of gripping, almost like too strong. Like she's basically like thinking that the person in front of her could disappear at any moment.
Sorry too. I think I wish we could have all made it out together, but scattering's the best thing we could have done. None of us would have made it out if we would have stuck together. But, I mean, you're all right. He steps back as much as he can from you, although you are gripping him, and he looks you up and down. You look like you've done well for yourself, taking care of yourself.
Trying to survive. I mean, I found somebody when I first, made my way out. And I mean, I was fighting. That was what I did best, so that was what I did for a living for a while. And then I found a group of people, and we've been together since, well, I can't even remember how many days at this point. It's kind of a blur when you I can't even think straight. I'm still still trying to understand how you're here in front of me. I'm sorry.
And as you are having this conversation, as everybody just like gawking, eavesdropping, listening,
Peggy has slunk in and is like scooted her, like as this is going on quietly, like snuck her way along the wall to like a corner and is kind of sitting there.
Everyone's cleaning while watching.
During this time too, Ash would have basically, what has never been really seen in public, she doesn't even realize that basically her form of tears, which is basically like this kind of milky substance, has started falling down the side of her face. And I think that when he kind of separates himself from her for a little bit, and she kind of, after talking, kind of realizes, she kind of rubs her face really quickly to try to get the salty liquid from her face so no one can see, but I'm sure somebody has already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, Peggy's just sitting. Well, Peggy's just sitting like. Peggy is sitting there watching, and of course, as she's watching, like her hand continues to cover her face more and more, and basically her face is just growing more and more pissed off.
Yeah, and Sugar's actually pulled up a chair, maybe not even a few feet away, has sat in the chair looking at it, like this scene, like not even like hiding it, just like. Mm-hmm.
Hana's outside eating chorizo burritos with hash brown and just like looking at the bounty board and be like, that motherfucker, looking at the femur poster.
Well, Tipper had no couth and followed, like she saw the expression on Ash's face and immediately just followed right behind her. So the whole time this was going on, she was standing right behind Ash like this, looking right at the guy.
So, Pawn, you would have seen this first. You will notice Saffron is now making her way to the bar, and she kind of glances over your way, and gives you a wink, and then keeps going, just kicking up a little dirt trail as she walks along with so much confidence that it's sickening. Like she owns the place because she does. She walks in, she opens the door, and you all see this. Ashy Wooden, your back is to the door. And you see right before she comes in, Lefty, who is known as Malcolm, he will look at you as you're speaking to him, Ash, and then kind of do this number. Who's the shadow?
Oh, the name's Tipper.
Hi. Do you know Ash? I mean, Tipper realizes that they sort of look similar, and she cataloged for later that she heard Ash say, "When I ran." So automatically she's like, Ash ran from something? I can never imagine Ash running from anyone, you know what I mean? She's like, hi. We're Ash's family. And Tipper sort of points to everyone in the room.
It's the group that I'm rolling with now.
Oh, those two, the bounty hunter and
these two are new. They're newer additions to our group.
Gang?
No, don't even get him started. No.
his
Family.
eyebrows raise, and in walks Saffron with her black ripped jeans, her black leather jacket, short blonde bob cut, and freckles, but so much confidence. Strides and walks right over around Ash and grips Lefty by the left arm. So, who's your friends? Malcolm. And she gives Ash like the biggest Cheshire grin. And well, I know her from a long time ago.
We go back.
Yeah.
Sugar will stand up.
And you are?
I'm Saffron. I'm the leader of the Desert Rangers. And Malcolm here is my left-hand man.
Has Marcus started making his way down yet?
Oh.
Has Marcus made his way down yet?
Yes, you definitely.
If you are, Peggy's gonna start, like, she'll see him starting to come in and she's gonna be like motioning, because she knows how awkward he gets with Saffron, just so if he needs to hide under a table again, he can.
Does that seem like that's a viable option as Marcus enters the room?
So you see a very large, like all these people, as you're walking down the steps, the scene set before you. You don't see Pawn anywhere, but you do see another large figure that's just as tall as Ash, who she's standing right across from, which is very a sight to you because you've never seen anybody quite that large before, but now there's two of them in this room. And you do see Saffron just gripping his left arm like she owns him, because she does. And you see all of your other friends, Tipper included, down there.
Well, Ash is gonna look her up and down. Well, he went by another name when I knew him.
Well, he goes by Malcolm now. It's much more suiting, more fitting to this setting, this time, and who he is as a person deep down. Ain't that right, Malcolm? Yeah. That's who I am now. Did you say you're in a gang?
No, we're not in the gang. It's
Gang.
This one has a little few too many screws loose, if you know what I mean. But anyway, Saffron, was it?
Yeah.
He's a good guy. So just
I know.
Continue taking good care of him.
Oh, I'll take very good care of him. You know, I ain't never seen anybody quite as large as him before. You must be something special yourself.
Sure. I mean, we've been called many things. I guess special if we can add to the list.
Well, I'm hungry. Darling, can you go get me something to eat? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go get you your usual. And he will kind of like look you like dead in the eyes, like soul gaze in your eyes for that long before he turns and starts walking toward the bar again. Now, you're going to be with the group that's going to look for Big John, was it?
Big Johnson.
Yeah, well, it's not that big, trust me. Where is Marcus, by the way?
I think he's in the crapper.
What?
Oh.
If violence did not seem like it was likely to ensue immediately, Marcus would have gone to make some purchases from Lenara.
Oh, there he is.
And then maybe if Malcolm went over there, maybe struck up a conversation with his Eskimo brother.
Before Saffron leaves, though, Ash is going to ask her a question. So how exactly did you two meet?
Well, when I found him, he was half dead. He probably would have been dead if I hadn't nursed him back to health and saw his true potential and what he could be. Such a strong man, such a large man. A lot of people are afraid of him. It's a big asset to me and my power. He helps keep people in line.
He's not just an asset.
Well,
He's his own person. So don't forget that.
Yeah, well. He's good for what I need him for.
He's not a thing to be used by anyone.
Well, he's free to leave if he wants to, but I doubt he ever would. He likes it here. He likes being with me.
Interesting.
If you'll excuse me, I have another person to bother. And she will try to brush her hand on your shoulder, like there before she walks past you.
And when she tries to do that, Ash will definitely grab the wrist. No touching.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna basically push it aside.
I missed that. And she walks back.
Who was that man, Ash?
Before she leaves, Pawn wants to do something while all that happened, but I'll wait till.
He's someone from my past. A long time ago. It's a long story. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay. Like it just Tipper sort of, she's confused because she's never seen Ash have any sort of emotional response to anybody like that. So she's just super like confused. Okay. And we
Peggy
turn and go
will-
over to the rest.
I was gonna say Peggy will stand up and walk up next to Sugar. Did you see that?
Man, I saw the same thing I think you did.
I don't like that. We're gonna have to fix that later.
Peggy, that's none of our business.
Maybe not. I don't care.
You disrupt what's going on. It makes it a lot harder to do what you've been doing.
Maybe. Don't like seeing it's all.
That's fair. As long as you know the price of what you pay for the redemption you're seeking.
Well, I know the price. And I expect I'll pay my toll eventually. That shit ain't today, though. And she just walks off.
Outside, Pawn, while you're eating your burrito, looking at the board, and you see Saffron walk past. That same kid that you saw the day before runs up again and is looking at the bounty board and looking at you, looking at the bounty board. Hey, mister.
He kind of just looks over. He's like, "Yeah, what can I do for you, kid?" As he gets he bends down to be eye level to him.
Hey, are you a bounty hunter?
And he kind of he gives a laugh. He's like, "Hell no, those guys are losers." As he kind of just looks off. So this moment happens while Saffron and Malcolm are in the inn, because Pond would have absolutely been, years of being a criminal, would have spotted all the more important people, especially in law enforcement in a town. So when they exit, he's gonna head over to the ranger station to to sort of walk in and just to scout it out. So what what happens in this ranger station? Who's there?
It is locked. The door is locked. Would you try to unlock it?
No. Is there a window?
Yes. There are
Okay.
two
Is there a
windows.
window in the back?
Are you gonna go around back?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, no, you can go around back. You will notice there's a bunch of, just junk. There's like an old bathtub, like an old toilet that actually looks like it's been used. There are just boards and whatnot, and you do see a window that is cracked.
Okay, perfect. Does it seem like it's able to be like moved, or it's just like okay.
If you tried to move it, it would move.
Okay, perfect.
It
The
makes
first
a
thing
noise though, but
I'm going
far
to
as
do
you
is
can
examine it for traps, any sort of like weird security system that might be in place.
okay. You can, I believe, it's survival, perception and survival, I believe.
Perception's 4 and survival is 3. Great, a 7. Okay, so that is a 2, and that's 4. Perfect. So that's 3 successes because of the tag skill.
It is not booby trapped, and it opens easily. You hear it start to make noise, like a little bit of a creak and whatnot. So you whoosh it real quick to where it won't. The noise is over like that, and you get the window open, and you're able to get inside.
All right, I look to Hash Brown and be like, "Go keep watch. Just bark if you know the drill. Bark if you see anything. If anyone comes back, and then he'll like slip in. What do I see?
You will see this is a bedroom. So there is a rather large bed, maybe about a queen size bed, with dirty pillows on it, dirty blankets and whatnot. But it's cleaner than what you've seen most everywhere else. This is nicer than you've seen everywhere else, but it's still dirty. Obviously from the wasteland. There's a nightstand, there's a dresser, there's a broken lamp on the dresser. There's a few piles of burnt books on the side with some candles on them.
Would you say there's anything of value, like anything either weapon wise, armor wise, or jewelry wise, or anything like that?
As you're looking around, you do see a floor safe.
A floor safe. That's kind of that's a little risky. Okay, so he's gonna look for a second set of keys for this place if possible.
Okay. You can certainly lock, I believe.
He's got a 0 for lockpick, so he's not even gonna try that.
You're not even gonna try that. Let me look real quick on table. I was just looking at this. Where is my book? I believe it is. Okay, searching. It's perception plus survival test.
Perception's 4 and survival is that's 3. Okay, 7. That was definitely a failure with 16 and 15. So if he doesn't see anything, he's definitely just kind of like be like, arson always does the trick, and he's gonna like light a Molotov cocktail and just throw it, and then he's gonna bounce out before anything else happens.
Did you get a success, or did you get any successes?
No, I failed. I was 15-16 for searching. Searching,
so
I failed.
0 successes. Okay. The difficulty was 2. So cool. So you are looking around and you're not finding keys, any sort of key or anything in this room. Yeah. So you're gonna burn the place?
I think so. As he definitely takes a Molotov cocktail and then just like throws it down a far distance from the window, and then he's gonna back out of the window, and he's just gonna make his way out.
Okay. You will do. Gosh, where's my paper for that? So
and he does have a Molotov cocktail and everything.
You do have one. Cool. So go ahead and you're throwing it. So what is it? Agility. Is it agility plus throwing?
It's explosives. Well, I think you still roll explosives for it.
Is Molotov? Is it explosives? Yeah, explosives. Yeah.
Mhm.
So explosives and agility. I think it's agility unless it's strength.
I have
Well, it's
nothing-
normally
Perception.
but
Perception and
is usually,
perception and explosives.
Okay.
Because I have
Cool.
that marked
That
down,
is
'cause
that
that's
is
a tag
true.
skill for
Actually,
me.
that is true. For this ranger station, what I perceived was it was a police station and just their bedroom. Is there a cell with people in it? Like, what descriptions do I have? Okay, I did not know that information.
You did not go in the day before, but Peggy and Sugar did, and they noticed there was a guy in one of the cells.
Oh, okay. Then he'll retcon it, and it'll be like,
It's fine. It's fine. Trust me.
it's fine. Yeah,
Trust
it's
me.
fine. It's all good. Yeah.
No, burn it down. It's fine. I got an idea. It's fine. Keep going.
No. If there's other criminals that have locked up, then he won't risk their lives for it.
I had a plan too. Trust your
I'm sure
instinct.
you did.
Then he'll just back out from this place and maybe spit on their pillow or something like that. But then he'll just back out of the window and then close it out.
Welcome, Motley Heights Raiders of another Fallout streaming group. So welcome. We are in the middle of our session. So thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. You can enter Mythrol. Everybody, you can enter Mythrol in the chat for our mid-show giveaway. Go ahead and do that. Mythrol for one of the 1020s by Mythrol Armory, who has a Kickstarter out now. So, yeah. Okay, so Pawn is going to dirty up the bed even more, and then
he's gonna back out. If he didn't see anything of value or a way to like free the prisoners or anything like that, then he's simply just going to back out and keep note that the back entrance is there, and yeah. And before he heads out, he's gonna make sure he didn't disturb anything.
Okay, the guy in the cell is still drunk, passed out. But yeah, looking around, you didn't find keys to the cell or to the headquarters in general.
All right, he'll just back out then, and then go about his business, eating his burrito.
Okay. I was really thinking you were gonna pick that safe or try to unlock that safe.
No,
but
he's not.
Good.
Yeah,
Good, I know.
It's like a Peggy job or something.
Okay. So you get back out. Or were you going to go back to where everyone else was, or did you have something else in mind that you were going to be doing?
No, he's gonna say wherever Saffron and Malcolm are, he's gonna be, or Malcolm. He's gonna be on the opposite side of town from. That way he doesn't come into contact with them. Yeah.
Smart. Awesome. Okay, cool. So back in the bar, Saffron has gone over to where Malcolm is, and she sees Marcus. And Inara has brought over a cup of hot tea to Sugar as well. Interesting friends you have.
You understand, I'm a character of many talents, so obviously I keep a group that equals my creativity.
Well, this is the most action I've seen in a while.
Not counting the night we just had.
Yes, not counting that.
Do me a favor though. Can you keep Saffron entertained for a little while?
Well, I mean, I suppose I can try. She and I don't really get along, but
Whatever you can to keep her occupied for a little longer than she intends to.
I'll see what I can do. Back at the bar, Saffron sees Marcus and sleeping off another drunken stupor, I would assume.
Well, this time you would assume correctly.
So what do you want with Big John anyway?
Did you ask all the people who bring in bounties that?
Well, I know that you have something personal invested in this.
Well, then I think you know the reason then.
Well, you can bring him back dead or alive. I think you'd prefer him dead, so that's fine.
Well, good. I wasn't asking, but I appreciate you giving me the go-ahead.
Yeah. Prefer him dead. if you run into him.
I think everybody does.
Good. Then we're on the same page then.
On this, yeah, I say we are.
Oh, Robo Goblin, thank you so much for all the gift subs. And thanks for coming and watching the stream. Yeah, appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you. So many gift subs. Well, like I said, don't go sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. Get the job done and come back and you'll get your payment.
I gotta say, that's the second time you've mentioned that, if my memory recalls it. Granted, my memory might be a little fuzzy from last night, but is there something you don't want me looking into around here?
You're not part of this operation anymore, Marcus.
I never claimed to be.
Well,
just you seem to be very intent on me not looking into something. You just want to tell me what it is, and then I'll just agree to ignore it? Okay, so there is something. You just don't want me to look into it.
Yeah, because it's none of your business. It's the Desert Ranger's business, and you're not one of us anymore. You walked away.
I did. So I won't look into it if it doesn't interfere with me.
Good. You'll get your caps if you bring back his body. And Inara will come over after speaking to Sugar, and she will start asking her like random questions, trying to get her attention, and eventually they will get their food and leave. And as they are walking out the door, Malcolm, Lefty, will look over again at Ash and just kind of like side glance, trying not to make it too obvious that he's like looking at her. But Ash, you can see him like looking at you as he walks out the door, and he gives you a little bit of a nod.
Ash will try to grab, like, at least kind of like grab his shoulder again. Is there some place we could talk without this, whoever that woman, where she could overhear?
Malcolm, we've got a really busy day. You can speak to your friend later. I'm sorry, Ash. I got work. I'm one of the Desert Rangers now, so gotta take care of a lot of people around here. I'll try to make time. Malcolm. She's like trying to pull him out the door.
And then Ash basically is like glaring at Saffron. Not saying anything, but just looking, like basically just following her every movement if they're going out the door.
Good luck with your bounty. See y'all again real soon.
Do right by him, or you'll have to face me.
All right then, bye.
As soon as she's out the door, Peggy's gonna come up beside Ash. You know, she's about as windy as a bag of farts.
What?
I have no idea what that means.
You know, it means basically, if I wasn't such a lady, I'd spit on her.
You and me both. We got that in common.
Sugar?
So prior to Saffron actually heading over to talk to Marcus, I would go over to Peggy because would you like Saffron to face a bit of karma?
I think so.
You guys know
So
I'd like to see what.
So Sugar will just leave after having the Inara incident, talking to no one, and leave while Saffron's talking to Marcus. While outside, Sugar's going to find a bunch of the kids playing his music, give each of them 5 caps, however many kids there are, to cause a ruckus, to bring as many people to come check on them as possible.
Okay, cool. All right. So there's a few different kids out there, like kids of different ages and whatnot. One of them is an older teenage boy, and who just grabs the caps and he's like, "All right, I got an idea." And then they run away to inside one of the shacks, and then you see them emerge again, Sugar, and from behind the Desert Rangers headquarters, you see Pawn walking out from behind, and you can see Hash Brown waiting out front. You see this, and one of the the older teenage boy, you see him holding something, and then he lights it, and then he throws it onto the Desert Rangers headquarters porch, and then they immediately scamper and run away.
Ooh.
And you see Saffron and Malcolm exit, start heading towards the headquarters, and there is a small flame that has started on the porch. And Pawn, you're walking around the side of the building. What would you like to do?
Okay. So in this situation, the front of the porch of the ranger station is on fire. Is anyone trying to get in or help out or anything like that?
It just lit on fire.
Okay.
So so people, a few people have come out, and a couple people are starting to try to run over with damp towels, soaking cloths in the horse trough out front.
He'll go ahead and help out with that, since he knows that there's people in the building and that might get hurt, So he'll definitely go in and get rags, kick dirt, whatever it is to snuff out the fire as fast as possible.
Sugar has left Lady Luck with Bopper and has walked through where the fire is. I'm assuming that the door of the porch is still locked.
Oh no, it was. Oh no, it was locked. That's right. The door was locked. Yes.
So Sugar, as soon as it happened, uses that moment to go through the front door and will try to pick the lock while trying to put out the fire.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Use your lockpick skill, and what is it? Is it agility?
Lockpick says perception.
Perception? Okay. I always think it's agility, but it's perception. Perception.
3 and a 6, so that's 2 successes.
Okay. The difficulty on this lock was a 2, so you do open it.
As I'm coming in, I'm going to take some of that alcohol I had, and I'm going to drop it near the fire to my left.
Okay, you do see Saffron and Lefty have come up, and they are starting to they are freaking out and trying to put out the fire as well. Right next to you, Pawn. All of a sudden you look up and you see them. They're trying to put out the fire right next to you. And then you see Sugar open the door, the front door, and go inside.
Okay, so in this situation, he will focus on putting out the fire more so than the Saffron and Lefty or whatever, and simply just try to put out the flames as well, because I'm pretty sure that their main mission right now is to also put out the flames. They're not actively looking for imposter criminals. So
as you're trying to put out the flames, you notice the flames start to get higher. Sugar, you have gone inside. Is everybody else exiting the building, or are y'all all still inside the bar?
Well, I'm standing outside watching, and I'm sitting there smoking one of the half-smoked cigarettes, just smiling.
And Sugar will close the door and barricade it with the closest item.
Okay, there would be a wooden chair nearby.
And
near her desk.
Gonna barricade that door.
Okay. How
many people are still left in these cells?
1, and he's drunk and he's passed out.
All right, I'll come for that later. I'm gonna go to Saffron's desk.
Okay. Sure.
Must specifically open the drawer that she pulled the caps out from yesterday.
Okay, it is locked.
I'm going to pick it.
Okay. It's a difficulty 3.
Perfect. I am going to use luck. Is it luck of the draw? I think is what it's called, to use luck instead of my normal skill.
Oh. Yep.
And then I will spend action points, 2 of them, to bring 2 more dice for this roll.
Okay. So y'all are down 2 action points as of right now. You're 6.
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 successes.
Wait, so you bought 2 action points?
2, so I rolled 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a tag skill, so I got a 4, a 3, a 3, and a 17.
Oh,
So
dang. Okay, cool. Cool.
6
Yeah, so your
successes.
action points go back up, and it actually would have cost you 3 action points to roll 2 dice, because it goes up exponentially.
Got it.
Cool.
So
But yeah,
cool.
now they're all back in the pool again. So yeah, you are able to open it, and inside, you see there's about 300 caps.
Excellent. While I was here, did I see any other storage containers? That seems like where things came from.
There's some filing cabinets and whatnot that have papers and stuff in them.
I am going to go then try to open the lock with the drunkard.
Okay, go ahead and do another lockpick. You can hear people outside putting the fire out, and they just about have it out.
That's fine. I have more stuff to do. That is 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, that will open this lock for 2.
Got it. I'm going to take the second bottle of liquor and I'm going to throw it at the door.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you immediately see that the door catches fire from as alcohol leaks out from under it, gets the little bit of a flame that's still left on the porch, and the door is now consumed in flames. And you open the cell door?
Yep, the cell door is open.
Okay.
And I'm going to drag him.
Completely passed out.
Yeah, I'm going to pick him up and I'll drag him with me to the back area.
Okay, you do see that there is a back window that is open. Go on, open it. Not that you knew that, but.
Yeah, all right, perfect. Out you go, and I'm gonna just kind of get him out of the window and throw him out.
Okay, you heave him up and then hoist him out the window, and he just kind of falls on the ground and wakes up. Just one more shot. One more shot.
Make your way to the bar and go get that shot. And here, and I'm gonna give him 15 caps. That one's on the house.
My man. He gets up and starts stumbling around the side of the building.
Do I see any other areas that look like storage in here?
If you are inside, you would be in their bedroom, and you do notice there is a safe on the floor.
I'm going to, does it look like a regular safe or like a technological safe?
It's a floor safe with a keypad.
With a keypad. All right. I am going to use my Pit Boy to see if I can hack into it.
Okay.
What skills am I using for this?
I believe it's science. Wait. That's...
Intelligence and science?
Yes.
I am going to once again use my other luck feature to use luck instead of intelligence. And just in case, I will spend an action point I will spend the 3 just to make sure I have more dice.
You're getting 3. You're getting 3 dice.
I'm getting 2 dice. I know you said it's exponentially, so it's 1 for one and then 2 for another, right?
Yeah. So 3 action points. Yes.
3 action points for 4. That's 2 successes and a 1, so that's 3 successes.
Okay. You will fail. You didn't get a critical failure or anything like that. You didn't get a 19 or 20.
No critical. Only a natural 1 and a 4 and a 3. Okay.
You notice that this is a very difficult safe to open. You couldn't quite get the right combination.
No worries. I'm going to use another luck feature. Luck of the draw. I have explosives on me.
Okay.
I'm going to plant explosives on this safe around the frame. I'm blowing this safe open.
Okay.
Luck of the draw lets me spend a luck point to introduce a helpful fact, detail, something I'd have to be lucky to encounter. So I'd like to encounter some explosives that I can arm on this safe.
Okay, so you're saying this perk gives you the ability to find things that you need?
Something I'd have to be lucky to encounter. I could find the right items, the right kind of ammo I'm scavenging for, a key to a locked door, or a clue to a computer password. So if there happens to be a clue to that, I'd like to find a way to get into this safe.
Okay, cool. Okay, so while you are rummaging through this, trying to find a way to open this safe, they have put out the flames outside. Upon you back away, and you notice that like the porch is charred black, and the door is as well, but y'all have successfully put out the flames.
And he'll just begin to sort of back away, being like, all right, and just like subtly, carry on, citizens, and then just, yeah.
What the hell happened? And Saffron's going to immediately be looking around, and Lefty's going to be looking around. Some of the other Desert Rangers are going to be coming up, asking questions, looking around. She's going to go inside. Y'all don't see Sugar anywhere. Peggy, you saw all this happening? Yes?
Oh yeah, no, I'm watching. I'm just sitting there kind of casually hanging back.
Well, the door was
Slowing
barricaded, so
down a
she'd have to
little
try to force her way through, right?
Oh, that's right. It was barricaded. It wasn't just locked. Okay. Yeah. So she will have. She'll be like, "What the?" And she's trying to get in. She can't get in. So she'll have Lefty come over, who obviously is strong. And the door is weakened because it was on fire. Yeah. No, he's going to obliterate said door. Is charred. Yeah, he's really strong. And so yeah, he's like two whacks of his left fist. Opens the door. Splinters go flying everywhere from the door, but it is he busts through like the Kool-Aid Man.
Fine. And
Tipper and Ash and Marcus, you were still inside the bar?
I think so, yeah. We didn't really go
Marcus
anywhere from
would have
there.
been trying to buy supplies from Anara.
Okay. Oh yeah, and you would get everything on your list that you needed for the journey.
Could you just add a bottle of vodka or two to that list?
Yes, I will add and she would have that. She would have the vodka. It's Stoli.
Just to be clear, she did not have any tequila, correct?
You asked for whiskey, right?
Well, I asked originally for tequila, and I think all she had was whiskey and vodka. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, no, she didn't have any.
Yeah, no, and eventually Peggy, watching all this kind of conclude, will just walk back in with a smile on her face and sit down and put her feet up on the table.
So how do you know that woman?
Well, I collect bounties, and she hands them out. But, gotta tell you, she's, a shrew.
Yeah,
But-
I could tell.
She didn't seem like she liked Ash very much.
She don't like anybody.
Good, I don't like her either.
On will definitely be, if it's okay, walk back into the inn about now, and he'll definitely go over to Marcus and be like, hey man, some weird stuff is going on. I know you have to leave really, really fast. Do you want to go right now? Because I'm good to go. And as he
What kind of weird stuff is going on?
and he
Got
kind of
fires.
looks over outside of the window to see a black plume of smoke that's billowing up. And
Marcus will immediately ask in a lowered voice, "Did you set a fire?"
and he also leans closer, be like, I wanted to, but there was someone in the cell, so I didn't want to do it, But then I just was walking back, and then it started setting on fire, and then Sugar went in, and he didn't come out. So
are you sure you didn't set it by mistake? And you didn't
I am 100% sure. If I wanted to set that, it would be on fire. Trust me. And but he goes, but the problem is though, Sugar went in, and he hasn't come out yet. So maybe we should
But
check on him and
did Sugar set
get the hell out of here or prepare.
Now, I was watching, and there are a bunch
It started
of little
before he got in there, but
There are a bunch of little shit children running around all over the place. I think somebody tried to play the old dog poop in a bag trick on old Saffron because she's harpy, and I think it just kind of got out of hand.
Well, I would say then let's get ready to head out of town. I don't want to be.
Well, we've been waiting on you, Mr. Sleepyhead.
Probably a good idea.
And we've been
Could've
waiting
woken me
to
up
find
earlier.
out what's going on exactly because remember, me and Tipper weren't here.
So
yeah.
here's the rundown. We turned in the one bounty. By the way, here, both of y'all, here's 20 caps apiece. And she just reaches in, pulls them out, puts them on the table. That's from that bounty from y'all saving my ass. I appreciate that. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Then we picked up a couple extra bounties because we wanted more coin. And I think Pon has a little bit of a complex because he wants to be more wanted but doesn't want to get found. And then apparently Marcus has a thing for Big Johnson.
And Pon's
What?
anxiety is like skyrocketing as he's like, I'm gonna go wait on the edge of town, as he just like immediately heads out and just like tries to get out of Dodge as fast as possible because he knows the next steps that happens when this occurs.
Okay.
Needless to say, I think our plan is to go hunt down a couple bad guys, pick up some more pick up some more caps for them, and I mean,
Okay.
that is if there's a place to turn in a bounty after all this.
Oh, so we're gonna
Okay.
become bounty hunters
I
now,
guess.
basically?
Well, temporarily at least. It does pay well.
And we have to answer to her.
Y'all don't have to. I can do that for you. Or we could send Marcus in. She
Well,
likes him.
if we want to get paid, I think it best if I not be the front man for any negotiations.
Y'all will notice Sugar is not in here, and neither is Lady Luck. Neither's Bopper. Oh wait, no. Did you put Bopper in?
Yeah, Lady Luck and Bopper are safe because he said that right before he went in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they stayed back.
Sugar's not, has left Bopper
Marcus
and
will hand some of the supplies to Tipper and Ash, as I don't know if he's strong enough to carry everything. And
Okay.
then
Is that my Bopper?
we'll start walking towards where Pon left. Saying,
How much of the supplies are they each carrying? How much did you just buy?
he'll put it in chat. It's a lot.
that was a lot.
It was a lot.
Okay.
He bought like waters. He bought food and beverage
It's
for
like
like.
over 80% of what I had left.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Not the
cool.
vodka though. Marcus will keep it.
So Peggy, you were saying something.
Is that my Bopper sitting there? And Peggy will walk over to Lady Luck and kind of take Bopper's little satchel, and she just holds him for a minute. She's like scritching him. Okay, that's a little weird that he left. Okay, I didn't want to get distracted. Where the hell is Lady? Where's your daddy?
And inside, Sugar, you are rummaging through the side table drawer, and you would find the up underneath. There's a little piece of paper, and you do find the code, and you hear the Kool-Aid Man, basically Lefty, burst through the front door. Your door is slightly cracked, but you do have the code in your hand now. The window is open. The door coming into the room is slightly ajar, and they are now entering into the building.
All right, so I'm keeping an eye on this crack. I'm gonna open this safe.
Okay, so they are. You can hear him say, "What the hell?" As he sees that there's nobody in the cell anymore. Gosh, let's see. Go ahead and try to do. You will lower it to a difficulty of 1. I think that's what it is because you found the code to it. But go ahead and try to open the safe.
All right, that is
Don't roll a complication.
yeah. Okay. Oh, it's still same thing. Still science.
Yes. But it's but the difficulty is only a 1 this time instead of a 5.
Good, because that's a 1. It's 1 success.
Oh god! But no criticals.
No criticals. It's a 4 because I rolled a 4 and a 13.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you beep, 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 and you can hear them in the front room, and you are able to open the safe. and it does make a little bit of noise while you're opening it, but they are making noise in the front room. Lefty has gone outside and he is looking around trying to find the escaped prisoner. Saffron is at her desk. You can see light coming in underneath the door and through the crack as you are crouched by trying to open the safe. Saffron is going through her personal belongings, notices that her caps are all missing from her desk. Because you did take those, right?
Yeah, I did.
So inside the safe, you find, we're gonna go on a break, and I will let you know what you find after we get back from the break.
Oh God!
So please, everybody, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Enter Mithril in the chat for your chance to win our mid-show break for one of the 1020s by Mithril Armory. And we will see you all back in about 5 minutes.
with him. We're like, where's Marcus? And Peggy's like, then the crap.
Yeah. Definitely warn us,
I was
April.
trying to do him a favor.
Definitely warn us. Oh, you didn't warn us.
What?
Okay.
That we're back. We're totally back. I'm so
So
sorry.
about what point did we come back? Because I really hope that it was
Right?
the point
It
where
wasn't.
Mark.
After the Marcus appreciate a Big Johnson.
So
That's
I
when
just
we
want to
came
make sure that
back.
people.
Yeah,
heard that.
right when Alicia was saying crapper, that's when we came back.
That's
Solid.
That's all I
welcome
wanted.
Back. Welcome back. I love the candid moments. That's how I take my pictures too. I like candid pictures. All right, so last chance. Enter Mithril in the chat, and then we are going to roll it and see who won this giveaway. Mithril, and 3, 2, and 1. Keen Kitchen. Congratulations, Keen Kitchen. You have won our mid-show giveaway. If you will join our Discord and message Danny in our Discord, we will get your information so we can send you one of the 1020s from Mithril Armory. Congratulations. Yeah, so that was so awesome. All right, so before the break, Sugar is in the Desert Rangers headquarters trying to crack a safe as they.
Yeah, Ash was frozen.
Yeah, I think her thing froze and then kind of popped out.
Okay,
Okay.
she'll come back.
She'll be back.
Sugar was in the bedroom of Saffron trying to crack this safe. As Saffron notices all of her caps are missing in her office, Lefty is outside trying to find the escaped prisoner. And Pon has gone to the edge of town, and Tipper, Ash, and Marcus are all getting their stuff ready to leave, and Peggy is trying to figure out where Sugar has gone as she holds Bopper and is telling Lady Luck to go find Sugar.
Yeah.
So Ash, or not Ash, so Peggy, Peggy, Lady Luck would start licking your hand and start barking at you and like leading you out toward the Desert Rangers headquarters.
Oh hell!
Yep. And you see her run around the side of the building.
Miss Lady, get back.
And she
Stay.
barks. She barks at you.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's another dog. Everybody's got their dog.
Oh, she did you.
Oh no.
It's dog stream now. That's what we do. Get your lady back over.
And Lady would probably stay there barking for you to like guiding you.
Peggy will like stick her head back in the door. Hey, Marcus, we got a problem. You want to come out here real quick? And then we'll start to make her way, like, for lack of a better term, casually, just kind of like twiddling her thumbs behind her back, whistling, walking to the back.
Okay. And inside you find, Sugar, you find 2 purified waters, 1 stack of pre-war money, a silver locket, and 50 caps,
Ooh.
as well as an assault rifle with a box of ammo.
All right, so I'm grabbing the caps, and the rifle and ammo is being thrown in my guitar case.
Okay. Are you trying to sneak out?
Just jumping out the window.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you will get out of the window, hop down, and as soon as your feet hit the ground, you hear the door creak open behind you as she comes in and she sees that her safe is open, and she starts freaking out inside.
I'm already heading the long way back towards the bar.
and you see Lady Luck is right at your heels, and she starts to try to bark. She starts barking.
No need. We got what we needed. It's time to get going.
And she just kind of like licks your face a little bit as you're bending down, and then starts taking off.
Peggy is standing on that porch, pissed as hell. Scritching.
And then I think it's time for us to head over to find that Big Johnson individual.
Head through the door. Hey, Marcus, Tipper, Ash, where the hell, Pon, are you? Where the?
Said he would wait for us.
Oh, I'm out. I'm
outskirts of town.
Outskirts of town.
Okay,
I know what's gonna happen.
We should, we need to go get started on that bounty.
Okay.
We'll head out of town.
Yep. Just briskly walking, whistling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just
and
following their lead.
The role of Ash for this evening will be played by April Hill.
I'm like, where is she? I keep waiting for her to join back up in the call.
She said she can't log back on.
She can't?
Oh.
She
She's trying to log
can't.
back.
She's trying.
Okay.
We lost Ash.
We're just booking it. We're just running.
She's trying.
We'll run.
Technology bots got her.
Once he gets like a far distance, he'll find a place that I can hide behind, and then change back into his normal attire for what he normally looks like.
Close.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with his bat like at the ready to like go for it. He's like, all right, if this is how I'm gonna go out, then I gotta like get ready for it, and then he's just gonna wait for his homies or to see what's gonna happen next. Because I assume the Rangers are gonna disperse to try to find the thief immediately.
Yes. So yeah, they are trying to first find the drunk man that was in the cell. They assume that it was him, and so they are looking around. They eventually find him inside the bar as everybody is trying to, as everyone is making their way to the edge of the town. You see Peggy and Lady Luck and Sugar meet up with you, Pawn and Tipper and Marcus and Ash. Oh, she's in the waiting room. Okay, good. Admit. Cool.
Yay.
All right. We should be back. I just need to flip some people around.
Maybe Ash went to the crapper.
Wait. So for your guitar case, was your guitar already in your case, and then the assault rifle was on like top of it, and it was just
it's just set.
Sandwiched open?
No, it's closed because there's like enough fluff space. Like there's straps to keep the guitar down, but it has like a lifted case, kind of like the suitcase.
Oh,
that expand.
okay.
You never saw Desperado?
That's true.
That's true. There's enough space to have like excess equipment and so on in
like
the
a false
guitar
bottom
case.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, no, it's just halfway open where you can see the gun and my guitar.
Yeah,
and
it's like, don't see anything. Yeah. His shells are falling out.
Is that entirely necessary?
No, my guitar case is fully secured and strapped to my back as it should be.
That's not what I was talking about.
I didn't do a thing.
Is that something you guys like to do when you go to a town? And
Not that I am aware of, Shug.
Daphne's been known to be a bully at home rights, and she got what was coming to her.
Oh, I don't disagree with that. I actually think that was, I encourage that.
Oh.
You know what? You grab it. You know what? Whatever. And Peggy's kind of stomping ahead.
Although now that we're on the subject of deserving, I do believe, Sugar, you owe us still a little bit of money from.
I do believe this is a conversation to be had further away from town.
Angry mom stomping ahead of everybody, by the way.
Sure.
Like,
as soon as we get outside of town.
We'll
begin that conversation.
We'll have that conversation when we get far enough out of town.
Sugar, we're out of town. I think the time for the conversation is now. You've been putting this off for quite a while now.
Sugar, give them their coin.
Well,
you're gonna tell me you didn't go pick up more in there. Just give them their damn coin.
All right. Reaches into one of the many pouch zippers of the guitar case. 50 for you, 50 for you, and just hands each of you 50.
Did we all get 50?
I'm assuming this extra 7 is for the weight.
You can say whatever you want it's for.
Do you hand 50 to Peggy as well?
I do not. Peggy already got.
Could have
No,
bought,
Peggy got 43, not no 50.
Peggy should have waited.
Yeah.
could have bought another bottle of vodka if you had given me this earlier.
Clearing. And still mom stomping ahead, just like.
Would you like me to carry Bob, or you got it from here?
No, I'm giving him love right now. It's the only thing keeping me from backhanding you.
Man, don't threaten me with a good time, Peggy said.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 days, about 2 days travel, 2 days.
Okay.
One of the fun things about being in the Fallout world is you can actually enter in coordinates on your GPS for real world locations and actually calculate it. It's so much fun because it's a real world. So, and we are in the Texas Commonwealth in 2177. So it will take about 2 hours and 2 days and 4 hours to get to your destination. After a couple of days travel, you will get to one of the smaller settlements that you have delivered parcels to and whatnot, Marcus, that will say that they do know of a settlement. Not a settlement per se, but a camp that is located in the old town of Seagraves, which is a little bit north, about northwest of Andrews, where Saffron said. Is there anything in particular y'all wanted to do during those 2 days travel on your way there?
Actually, yeah. Is anyone, I know, Peggy, you like shooting guns, and Marcus, you too. Anyone fancy a change of weaponry?
Why?
I'm pretty attached to my weapon, so I.
Kind of attached.
Sits down, guitar case, opens, pulls out assault rifle. I'm not one for this. Assuming this might be more to someone else's flavor.
That looks like a weapon for the boss.
It would be mine for sure.
All right,
Well,
here you
well.
go. And Sugar doesn't hesitate. Sugar's like, all right, here's an assault rifle.
Marcus, has she even passed any of her training with you?
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
she got an assault rifle.
Oh God.
So good.
Oh, she would. I love it.
If you don't mind, could I hold on to the
Amazing.
ammo, and just until she's
What? What was
comfortable?
that, Marcus? I didn't hear you. You
Yeah,
saying
yeah, sure.
something?
You want the ammo? Here it is.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, she's pointing at her.
Point it away.
There you go.
So good. Does it look like there's
so
a bullet in there? Is he just like points at someone?
So my
What if it's
understanding is
loaded?
Yeah.
that we're all we're gonna go take care of a Johnson fella. All right, that's the goal next here.
It is.
Because I'll be honest, I don't think there's much of a bounty we can really turn in when we're done. At least, assuming there's any caps to give about it.
Oh, that's true. This is like only a
What do you
revenge
mean
thing.
by
'cause those-
that, Sugar?
I mean, I don't believe that the system that provides reimbursement for capturing bounties that are alive is currently in a functional state of being.
Well, I think that's even more reason for us to return for the bounty, because otherwise they might suspect that we were involved with any type of thievery that might have gone on. But us returning, expecting to be paid would perhaps persuade that's not the case.
That's on you all then. I feel comfortable in my luck, but if you want to test yours, then onward we go to catch the bounty and turn it back in.
Yeah, I'm not going to Stockton. Kaylee's cool, but
Well, I don't know that we want the Desert Rangers hunting us down.
No.
So Marcus, what's your beef with this guy? Tell us give us the lowdown. Why do you hate him so much?
Well, I don't know him, but I do hate him. He's part of an organization that's been plaguing this area for quite some time, and him and his ilk took some things from me that didn't belong to them, and I've been aiming to settle that score for a while. And I didn't realize this one was still alive.
Do they usually have a lot of numbers, or do they have a good weaponry, well trained? What makes them special?
Usually they get by intimidation, but they do usually have good numbers. And
I noticed you said something about this one is still alive. Did you kill the others?
well, I thought I had, but apparently I didn't get them all.
Well, Mr. Marcus, you sure are a little bit more impressive than I thought you were.
Are you a
Look at
hitman?
you.
You didn't see me cut the rug last night.
That is true. He did a damn good job.
Wait, you guys were cutting rugs? Wait, what is that? What
Oh,
are you talking about?
let me
Oh,
explain
Marcus.
to you, Ash. As like Sugar puts on the Pip-Boy to play some music, takes her hand and just starts dancing while we're moving, trying to just guide Ash.
And Ash is immediately like, no,
That's multiple rule
No.
violations.
Yeah, she's got
absolutely
rule,
not.
If
You
you,
don't
want to go
dance.
Miss
I
Ash
don't want
later
to have
on-
to bring back the rules, but I
don't know about-
will and add this one. No
I don't know about all
dancing.
these rules. But if you want, I imagine Marcus would not mind. We can show you what the dancing we were talking about. He's actually quite light on his feet. I was pretty impressed, considering he's such a stiff.
He was dancing.
I was a little. I had been drinking a little, but I had been known to dance occasionally.
You
I'd
see,
like to see
basically,
his
you
dance.
see like a slight smile, like on the side of Ash's mouth when that the idea that Marcus could even
He twerked. It
partially
was great.
dance.
Yada 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 yada.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god, no.
When it's up, then it's
Wait,
up.
he
then
was
it's up.
tweaking. Wait, oh, is he back on? Was he doing
Jet.
drugs or something? Jet.
He
was
could have
on
been.
that
It looked-
twerk.
I just believe the music got down to his soul and helped him get a little bit of freedom in his step.
Sure. I still think it's the jet. You need to really calm
That's-
it down, man.
That is worn off, and I only use that in cases of violence needing to ensue.
Yeah. And apparently
like now.
cutting rugs.
Was
Yeah.
not a case for that. That was just alcohol.
Hey,
And a
wait,
a
wait.
good dance partner.
Were you holding out on Viking beer? Are
No,
you serious?
I gave you.
Yeah, we
I gave
DoorDashed
you an extra
food.
one.
Okay.
And if
Just trying to
Sugar
make
checks
sure.
their hidden compartment, do they happen to have Viking beer in the multiple items that they've gathered and obviously acquired through legal means?
Actually, on your travels there, you would have run across a few abandoned vehicles, which I know you all like to search through your abandoned vehicles. You found a bunch
Without
of-
checking for traps. Just to
Yep.
clarify that.
Okay,
Never
okay.
check for traps. Just open it.
Never.
Oh yeah,
Or-
just open.
or
Traps are
mines or
for
anything.
traps are for losers.
Yeah, so on your way there, your 2 days travel, you would have come across just a bunch of junk, random stuff. You would, however, get to another a car that on the inside there is a female. Her hair is very long, wavy. It looks like she would have her hair would have been very beautiful in the before times, before the Great War. But she looks like she probably ban. Oh, there's somebody. Okay, anyway, we'll give them a time of day. Okay, you can tell me later. All right, so she looks like she would have been very, her hair was very lovely before the Great War, but she does appear that she probably died instantaneously in her vehicle. She's sitting there on the passenger side of the vehicle. You see a professional camera and a few different stacks of books, just various TTRPG books in the passenger seat. And you can just make out on her shirt that is faded black, the beautiful rainbow symbol, the rainbow patch, much like the one that Pawn is wearing. Not Pawn, but DeAngelo is wearing on her shirt. Yeah, she's wearing an initiative order shirt with very beautiful, long, flowy, curly hair.
Yeah, cool.
but
Killing
she's-
everybody.
Upon investigating this vehicle further, you do see this guy in the back seat of her car. It is a strength, well, he's not a bobblehead, but he's Yeah.
Mhm.
You do see, but this one, it would have a bobblehead, but you do find a strength bobblehead that will give you a +1 to your strength. Not
Wow,
going
dang.
over your
Cool.
maximum.
So I found a
Um,
strength bobblehead.
Mhm. Oh, sure.
I'll hold on to it.
And bonus points if anybody can guess who it was.
Oh,
It's
wow.
Obviously,
Brianna,
it's
yeah.
it's a
Brianna.
great
Yeah.
photographer, great known
Nate.
for.
Yeah.
The moment you
it's
said
Nate.
she had
It's
beautiful
Danny.
hair, I went, aha.
I think that was it. That was it.
The moment you said she, I was like, I know what you're doing here. I know you always. Mm-hmm. That's the only one you would start with right now.
Mhm.
Rising Valkyrie. Yeah.
Exactly.
It could be. Yes. So
I-
you have a +1 strength bobblehead.
Along with the bobblehead, I'd like to spend a luck point to try to find some Viking beer.
Okay, sure. Yeah. You're spending a luck point to do so. You would find a 6-pack of perfectly preserved ice cold Viking beer in the trunk of her car because
Six
girl
pack?
knows she has good taste.
She does. She does.
Yeah.
Six pack?
Got a good little bobblehead and some preserved Viking beer.
Mhm.
That's how we got festivities for later, and we'll throw that in the guitar case. I think I'm set.
Any tequila along the way?
I have been able to find a half bottle in one of the abandoned cars.
Of the Jaime specifically?
It was. No, this would probably be some cheap. Some very cheap.
Yeah, no, Peggy just kind of opens it, smells it, dumps it out, and chunks the bottle.
You didn't need to pull it out. If you didn't want it, could have just.
You don't want to drink that. That is piss. I can show you real tequila someday, but that is not it. And
Not to drink. Alcohol is a great incentive in general, be it for conversation or flames.
Hands you bopper.
Straps bopper on.
And I'll kind of catch up with Tipper and be like, so boss, how do you think we should handle this situation? Should we like attack at night? Should we do it during the daytime? What do you think?
What situation are you talking about, Pawn? I'm still examining this new weapon that I got from Sugar. It looks way more powerful than the one I have.
Oh, it's a good weapon. It's definitely fitting for a gang boss like you, for sure. And he goes, so apparently our mission is to go to this other gang and to like kill their leader, I guess Big Johnson. I kind of like look over to Marcus and be like, right? Is it just him or wiping out the whole gang? Well, how far do you want to go with this?
Well, I don't know that we'll be able to just wipe him out. I imagine the rest of his gang might have something to say about that.
You'd be surprised. Mutinies happen a lot in these raider gangs. If we can sacrifice one to save the others, usually the raiders will do that. So it depends how we approach the situation.
Well, I'm fine with that as long as he goes down.
Well, I mean, I know that Peggy Sue and Sugar have a lot of experience doing this bounty hunter thing, and I think I'm really interested in this career path. However, I'm not sure. I mean, how much experience do you have, Marcus? Do you have a lot of experience in this area?
In killing raiders? Yes.
Well, being a bounty hunter, yeah, I guess.
Well, bounty hunting isn't too different from what I did as a ranger, so it's not that big of a stretch, no. I didn't do it as long as Peggy has, or I didn't go after as many high-profile bounties as she did, but.
Okay.
And we have the bounty poster with us, right? So we know exactly what he looks like. Okay. Perfect.
Well, and it's a way of working to help clean up the streets, but not having to be associated directly with the Rangers. Because I don't know if y'all noticed, but Saffron's got a bee in her bonnet, and I don't want to.
Well,
She has a bee in her bonnet?
Not literally, Tipper.
She's real pissy all the time.
Oh,
and I just can't handle that level of negativity.
Well,
in
the
my
previous
life.
administration wasn't much better, so I don't know that it got worse with her, but certainly didn't get better.
To be
Is
real
that's
honest,
why.
they're all a bunch of law, and I don't necessarily like them a whole bunch neither. But
A
gotta
lot,
start
a lot of
somewhere.
them are trying to do what they think is the right thing. They just are failing miserably.
And that is why I denied to join the Desert Rangers, and that is also why I choose not to be a bounty hunter.
That and you use a guitar, but other than that, yeah. Tipper, though, we do need to get back to practicing with your firearm skills, because I'd appreciate it if you didn't point it at me or the others.
Oh, sorry. I remember you told me that before. It's,
That was like that was the first thing I told you, but yeah.
And sugar,
Yes?
word of advice. Don't just go handing firearms to this one. There's a reason why we restrict that access to this one in particular.
Yeah, only the finest weapons for our boss.
And ignore everything he's saying. But
You need to learn
listen
how to
to
do
Marcus.
some gun work.
We just had started training before we came across you guys.
I mean, to my understanding,
showing her the right way, though?
couldn't you have just programmed the ability to be able to shoot guns when she was getting upgrades?
Well, she clearly prioritized tasting over shooting.
What's
And I think that's why she's in charge of this gang, because she understands the flavor
Exactly.
is much more important than
We're
fighting.
not a gang. We're not a gang.
We're not a
Once-
gang.
Once she gets a taste for blood, it'll be all over. She'll be so down.
You are a group of
taste of
individuals.
blood?
You've got at least one person who's on a bounty board, one person who's always considered in charge in a lot of circumstances. You may not like it, but you're pretty much a gang.
A gang, if you wanted to speak as a group of people who travel together, I'll grant you that. But a gang as in a group of outlaws,
Group of outlaws? Is that what we are? We're a group of outlaws?
we are not.
2 out of
Oh.
4, y'all.
I mean, at least
Actually,
one
2
of
and
you
a
is
half.
definitely an outlaw. One of you is, I believe, not liked by the Desert Rangers and shy of an outlaw. Another one, might I say, as beautiful as she is probably not keen on being in places with society. And another one is typically frightening to the most common individuals. So, for all intents and
I don't
purposes,
think that defines us as outlaws, though. I think one of us that you just mentioned would be defined as an outlaw.
at least one is definitively.
Sure.
However, I guarantee you, this group of individuals, there is definitively a bounty on at least more than half of you in some locations.
Yeah, Hash Brown has his own bounty.
That again refers to one of us. I think we're getting lost.
You're
in
turning a
the weeds.
dog.
What?
Especially not this sweet boy. And then Peggy's just petting the dog while they're walking, because
Hash Brown's super loving. Yeah.
I realize I have another question here.
butt scratches.
What would be some of the dangers associated with this particular mission? I like that word mission for what we're doing right now.
Getting shot in the face region.
Yeah, apparently
Shot
they're
in general.
a trained known group of raiders, and
Yeah.
apparently they have a lot of
I'd
military experience.
I'd rank getting shot towards the top of the potential hazards.
Death. Just death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does this guy know we're after him? He doesn't know anyone. He doesn't know we're after him, but does he know he's?
I would imagine
Oh, yeah.
he knows there's a bounty on him.
And to be honest, I have a bit of a reputation myself, so if they do catch sight of me before I get to sneak up on them,
Well, you have a. Do you have a scope on your rifle?
I don't usually need one. I just kind of sneak up around, shoot him in the back of the head.
Oh, okay. Right. Oh no, you have a sniper rifle, right, Marcus?
I did find one.
Oh, did you sell it?
No, I've got it. I don't usually prefer a pistol, but I can use it.
Perfect. We could always place whoever's the best with guns on a high point, and then
I like
shoot
that
to
way.
have intimidation. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you could just send me in and I can just get Big Old Johnson to come out and just surrender.
What the heck is going on in this show?
So as you carry
Just
on,
get Big Ol' Johnson to come out. You do it.
you are able to pick up the trail of the road, the dirt road that leads out to the raider camp. It's probably early morning. You set out quite early. Ash and Pon were both barely able to get their morning workouts in before you all headed up. You basically had to drag Marcus up out of his sleeping bag. But you approach on early in the morning. Oops. To this.
Ooh.
So we have already gone the 2 days then? We've already done the travel?
Yes.
Okay. Could we have gotten some teaching moments in with Tipper?
Yes.
Teaching moments. Yes. She picks up
certainly.
information fast.
And at least at one point, Sugar would have given the strength bobblehead as a gift to Ash, along with 1 can of Viking beer.
Oh, and what was Tipper's first time tasting her own cooking like?
I haven't yet.
Would you have?
I wouldn't have yet because were we staying
We
somewhere
have-
to get food?
We haven't had somewhere to
whiskey and
really
stuff?
cook. I think we've been just going.
Oh,
and
what did we do
baking
for the last two days of eating?
Yeah,
we had, like,
y'all
roll
y'all
on
been
steak and
traveling
stuff.
for 2 days.
Okay.
So if you would have liked to have cooked a meal, how would it? You couldn't.
Marcus did not buy anything but a bunch of meat to be cooked.
Oh.
Well, we're in luck. No
What kind
pun
of meat?
intended there, because Mr.
Bullfight.
Sugar has a whole bunch of spices.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You have a nest of spices.
Yeah, as Sugar opens guitar case, opens a compartment, and you see like a bunch of cutlery for like chef's knives and some seasoned
Ooh.
spices.
I'd say I also have a bag of spices.
Oh,
You just randomly carry around a trop of spices.
Marcus.
That's hilarious.
Marcus, they don't have just sugar. This is
This is a
is-
blessed day.
nice.
This is amazing.
You don't get a lot of seasonings in this part of the country, but further east, you get some better stuff. Definitely northwest, oddly enough, a lot of spices. You get down far south enough. That's
You
where they really get traded.
You didn't by
I'm so ready
chance
to
come
die
across
on this
any.
battle map.
You didn't
some
by any
proper
chance come across
cutlery.
any S&P, did you?
Searching through, did I? S&P?
Probably.
I don't believe.
Probably.
I'd have to go
There's
through
a
all my
lot
stuff.
of
but
old packets.
The most
that were
common
packets.
spice there is.
Who knows? Who knows what Sugar's carrying? This bag is magical.
All I want is, I just want, in my spices, I want there to be this little plastic jar thing, and like the label's all worn off and you can't really read it anymore, but there's a red cap on it.
Okay.
And of course on the inside, it's all like, you can tell there's like salt and pepper and some red stuff. And
Okay.
it's seasoned salt. and
Seasoned
it's
salt.
Lean
Yeah, I was like,
it's
hey.
the only kind. And I need that.
That's all you
but
need. That's all
That's
you
like
need.
her prized spice.
That's all you need in this world.
Uh,
Seasoned salt.
And what
Tipper,
kind
what kind of food do y'all have, Marcus? What all did you buy?
Yeah, what was that? Yeah.
I bought water and 20 things of water and 20 things of whatever measurement 20 things of blowfly meat is.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And 2 squirrel
so-
sticks. That was for their little pet.
So if
Oh,
we're
thank you.
actually cooking and Sugar's involved, we don't need that. And we'll reach into the pack that Lady's been carrying and pull out
Okay.
the hunk of yagao meat, that big, good, juicy meat.
Let's go. We should
Now-
practice FIFO.
Now, Miss Tipper, if you want to
Yes.
learn how my grandma used to season up our roast back home,
Yes.
I will
I'd
show
love to
you.
learn.
Let's do this.
Oh.
And make some dry rub.
So would you like to try to make a yaogui roast or yaogui ribs?
Roast. Let's make that roast.
Ribs.
We're in Texas, y'all.
Yes.
Oh, ribs.
We,
I would
we
like to
probably
do
could have
something
tried
a little
roast,
different.
We're just there
but
with, like, a slow
Pond did
cooker.
butcher too much of the meat.
That is
The
true.
roast. So it's going to be survival.
Oh boy.
Your rank and whoever's cooking it, it's going to be your rank and survival
It's Tipper.
plus 3 difficulty.
Oh shit.
Really? So survival. Oh boy.
I have to,
survival.
oh damn, because my survival's high.
Survival
Can
and
I,
what else, or just
I
survival?
am going to
Gotta be
assist.
Tipper. It's gotta be Tipper.
But
However,
I'm
I
rolling
will
two
assist.
20s, right? 2 20s.
Yes, it's 2 d20s. But if you're doing the ribs, it's only a 1 difficulty plus.
Let's do the
for-
ribs with the dry rub.
Do the ribs?
Peggy,
you
yeah,
have a-
Peggy will help you come up with the dry rub for the ribs, and we can.
Ooh.
Can we
that sounds
add?
really- that
Can we
sounds
add the
fancy.
difficulty by watching her and judging?
Yeah, Tipper's
Marcus,
watching
get the hell up.
Marcus.
You know what my grandma always said? Get the hell up out my kitchen unless you're gonna help me. So if you're not helping,
Yes.
over there.
Oh, complexity minus your skill rank. It's complexity
Okay,
minus.
let's
So
see.
the roast would have been 3 minus your survival.
I have a 1 rank in survival. So.
Okay, so you just have to have 2 successes. Then. to
Okay,
make
let's
Oh.
see.
So what I just heard is Sugar can cook anything without problem.
Oh, this isn't the highest thing, but
Oh,
A 14 and a 7.
oh.
Okay.
That's
What was
exactly
her target number though?
it's definitely
Or,
less than
oh.
10.
You
Well,
can
then she
spend
got-
luck to re-roll one of them.
With only 1 in survival,
Oh.
11 is best case scenario.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I can reroll 1. I'll use luck to reroll 1 as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
We rolled that.
18. It got worse. Thanks.
Okay.
Oh,
I've used-
she burns the meat.
oh, we
It's
had
just
too much spices or something. Or
yeah.
She
It
tried
wasn't
them
the
all.
spice.
fucking
She tried them
roast.
all.
Then
The
you
good
know what?
thing
The
is-
meat is like beef jerky tough.
Can
the good thing
Sugar
is
cook
Tipper
Like-
has,
their
has
own
ne-
portion onto the side?
Tipper's never tasted anything else, so she has no reference for what is good. So she's like,
Yeah, she's just cooking it.
food.
He's like, this is delicious.
Yeah.
Peggy will take Sugar by the scruff of his collar. Now you listen here, you be supportive. And Peggy takes a bite and is like, mm-hmm.
As you see, Sugar's trying to
This is
go,
great.
goes over to Lady, and Lady's like,
This eating
Lady
is
doesn't hide
great.
it. Like, Bopper's like,
I was
oh, this is
wondering what the big
great.
deal about eating is.
Oh,
Then she's like, what is that?
intelligence. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it would be your intelligence plus your plus survival was the target number. Intelligence
Cool.
plus survival. So
What's your
whatever that-
intelligence? That's probably
Yeah,
good.
your intelligence is high. So your intelligence was a 12. Yeah, so 12. Oh, actually, no, you did succeed. So 12 plus your survival.
Dry rub ribs.
One survival is 13.
So 13. So you did get it because you rolled a
Thank
13,
you.
right? You said. So you did. So no, the roast is good. So intelligence-
Roast or ribs? Marcus
Ribs.
is confused as to
Ribs.
what he
It's
is.
a
doing.
ribs.
Ribs, yeah.
The
Okay.
ribs. Oh, the ribs you did pass definitely then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got a nice little meal before you the night before you see the yes.
Real quick. So because Sugar at some point had basically given Ash the Viking beer and the bobblehead, she's gonna like go up to him like while he's like eating his food and be like, I want to
Take
say
him.
I appreciate the gesture of you giving me this stuff. I really like the Viking beer, so thank you for that.
I
And-
heard you mention it, so
This thing looks interesting.
keep it for good luck. Trust me, it'll. You already got a mighty strong form, so it only you won't notice much of a difference, but I guarantee you it'll make a heavy swing even heavier.
I'll owe you one. But
You
don't
don't
think
owe
of
me
anything
anything.
weird.
Ash, listen, I do things out of the kindness of my heart. I don't expect anything in return. You just keep being you, and that'll be more than enough for me, all right?
Well, usually people ain't giving something for nothing, if you catch my drift out here in the wasteland, so I'm not used to people saying those things.
I lived in a world way before the wasteland when everybody wanted everything from somebody. I'm just spreading the new visage of be free and be you.
Well, enjoy your meat. And she walks away.
I'm getting through to her. Soon that strong muscled heart will fall to the sweet taste of sugar. Chef's kiss.
Anything you think about there, Shug?
I just think that everybody deserves to find what makes them happy. And I ensure that I do my best to make them happy with or without my presence. You can't say you haven't been a smidge happy without me around.
Hard ass.
You're welcome.
Not something I survive on.
Marcus would have done something during that night if he had a moment of what he would assume is privacy, and I messaged you what that was. Let me know if I need to to roll anything for that.
Oh,
Don't
sure.
rob me.
And Tipper, so you did successfully cook the Yaogui meat. Were you going to try to eat it?
Yeah. She doesn't see like what's so amazing because she doesn't know what she's doing, so she's sort of just trying it, like mimicking what she's been seeing over the past few weeks of people eating. But she's just like, okay, I guess this is eating. Here we are.
Let me see. So, yeah, because you'd be able to make a campfire. So, yeah, it's pretty good. It's meaty. So you take a bite. You take a bite of it and you start chewing it. And you're not. This is not something that you're used to trying to chew, but you it's kind of stringy, and the flavors and everything kind of just spark something in your brain that you've never experienced before.
This is interesting.
That Memphis dry rub something.
It's almost like happy, but happy in your mouth. Sugar, shut up.
I mean,
I'm already learning.
Bit Tipper's quick.
Sugar leans back like.
Justin's Marcus, sneak and perception. Unless
They
you want
poison
to,
everyone? What are they perceiving?
Sneak and perception?
unless you want to say it's
Oh,
something different.
Jesus. No, that seems fair. Can I? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, sure, we'll go with it. How many successes?
This is just going to be a difficulty of 1.
Okay, my target number is 7. A 2 and a 10.
Oh, perfect. So, yes, you successfully did that.
Whatever you do.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Lady Luck is always alert. I will leave it at that. For me.
Oh,
Only
sure.
regarding me.
The only other thing is that probably after helping Tipper cook, Peggy's gonna kind of seem like really quiet for a little while, and she's gonna kind of go off and sit by herself. And it looks like she's looking at something that she pulls out of her pocket for a little while before coming back and sitting with everybody.
Oh, trinket?
And does Peggy do that often?
Yes. Only certain times, usually like cooking or it's kind of sporadic, but occasionally.
Okay, gonna just take note of that.
Yeah, so trinkets are pretty special. If you spend enough time focusing on them, you are able to regain action points, right?
Luck.
Luck points?
Luck
You'll
points.
be able to
That's right,
regain
luck
luck.
points.
Yeah.
That you're able to gain a luck point, but it's only once per day, I believe, or once per scene, which I say is a day. So
I like it.
all right. So in the morning, as you head out, you do see this this base that is heavily fortified with just different types of scrap metal, scrap wood, old fort and fence post, and signs. There is a gate in the front. You do see, like I said, this is early morning. The sun is just coming up. You do see there are already raiders at the guard posts watching. As you approach, what are y'all gonna do?
Sugar, I'm just gonna tell me we all want to get in there, right?
We do. You ought to go distract him.
We don't need a distraction.
Guard posts are positioned high enough up, and this is such a barren area that they would see you coming from a mile away.
Yeah, and Sugar's approaching, plugged into the Pip-Boy amplifier. Strum. And I'm on the approach. Let me say from that golden brooch, we're gonna rock it out. Gotta get through to you. Sky is blue, grass is green. Everything is a merry dream. About to rock out for the man in charge. Here I go, just free of charge. It's Sugar, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary pals. Show me what you got, and I'll charm them all the way through. Let me in, and let me show you the skies are blue.
Okay, so are you all following Sugar's lead and going up to the gates?
Yes,
with
we're following Sugar's lead.
regrets. With regrets.
Yeah,
fun.
I mean,
Ash
Fun
is
is like-
probably closer to Marcus because she still is like these two seem
Yeah,
a little
Marcus's
too
point is
gung-ho.
like, I don't know if we know what we got.
Yeah, fun is
Peggy
like
is
I
still
love this
even a little
music.
bit further behind everybody.
Yeah,
Sure.
fun is like I love this music, but this is the worst idea ever. As he's like stressed out.
Oh, you know
and-
it's bad when
Hey,
Pond thinks it's a
Pond.
bad idea.
and he has
Y'all
a-
ready to
his
make
hat
that
on his
deal
shoulder.
or not? Y'all want to make that deal of hey, turn asshole over and
My,
then
my plan is to greet him and shoot him in the face.
I know, but if we ask them to turn him over, then we can shoot him, and then we don't got to fight all them.
I mean, if you think you can persuade him,
I mean, I'm sure Sugar could.
sure. I'll give it about 10 seconds, and we'll see how it goes.
Do we know for a fact that he's
Plan.
alone?
We know
Oh,
for a
he's
fact
got
he is
Ain't
not alone.
Oh, there are
Yeah.
raiders all over this place that you can see in guard posts. You can see through the fence, the fence in front. It's covered.
But
I'm
they're
with
all. I gotta tell
Marcus.
you, one thing about raiders, they're all selfish. You can get them to turn on each other real quick if you offer them caps
Yes.
or sparing their life.
Sure, but I mean,
They're like
we-
giving up my
we-
caps.
We wouldn't be the first group to walk up and offer them money for something.
Really?
They may
You
just
say, hey,
decide
we'll
to
leave
kill us,
and not
to
kill
kill us
any of
and
y'all.
take the money.
Well, how many caps are we talking here? Like 5 caps or 50 caps, 100 caps? What would they?
Depends on
They're
their
not the
loyalty.
old
Wait,
man,
hold
and
on.
y'all
If
can-
we give up caps,
Or
we
it
just
could-
heard from Sugar that there's no money we can get from this bounty in the first place. So that's
There-
stupid.
He doesn't
I mean,
know that. He assumes.
As
I
well
know
talking
Marcus
behind me
liked
while I'm
it, so
strumming
I'm down
loudly.
to help him out, but this is not down for a suicide mission. As he kind of like looks around, he's like, "Oh shit, they got Dwayne over there. Oof, Dwayne's good." And then
Dwayne?
kind of looks at other people. He's like, "Oh god, they got Steven too."
Steven.
So, Sugar, as you're making this music and walking toward them, two of the raiders, one in one of the guard towers and one that is on one of the buildings, train their guns on you. The one in the guard tower that's closest to the gate says, What do you want? What's your business here?"
We're here to give a personal performance to the one in charge.
"Huh, we didn't give you an invitation."
That's how sugar works, sweetie. I come through where I need to be, and people are delighted to have my experience. Now, if you want to be the one to tell your boss you turned away the great Sugar Cyrus away from a private performance for free, be all my guest. And I'll promise you that your family will be getting whatever caps, if there's any family left to receive.
I don't understand the fancy words that you're talking about. Hey, Billy.
And I'm not sure if Peggy is doing the same, but Marcus is definitely looking towards the ground with his hat.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm sitting here like, no, Peggy. Well, Peggy is
Yeah,
also
Peggy's a
wearing
well-known bounty hunter.
With his
He's
hat
wearing
covering
a
his face.
friggin' white dress. But Peggy is just kind of trying to kind of stay tucked behind Ash and
Ash just
Pond.
has her sledge over her shoulder, and she's just like waiting to see what she needs to do.
What's the word? What real talk? What's the word again? Is it waffles or pancakes? Which one is it?
Pancakes.
Waffles.
Waffles to stop. Yeah.
Pancakes get to start.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
So he turns around, yells at somebody to go get the person in charge here, and this whole time that he's waiting, he's just like looking at you with his gun pointed directly at you. Thanks, lollygaggers, for the raid.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
We are playing Fallout. We are playing Vault, or this is Vault. It's a Fallout TTRPG, the new game by the new 2D20 game by Modifius. We play every Monday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific here. So welcome. It's a Fallout game. So much fun. Welcome to the Wasteland. So he's got his gun pointed directly at your group as he's waiting. And you see inside the gate, because it is it's a chain link fence gate. The opening of this is a gate, and you can see inside there are at least a dozen raiders inside this camp, if not more, that are just walking around.
Oh boy.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing Ash skipped her morning workout. She can get it right now.
Is there anything that y'all like to do while you wait for him to come?
Yeah, Pawn kind of just like waves to all of his friends who he sees on the other side of the fence. Just kind of like, how's it going? New gang. It's good to see you guys.
Ash is cracking her neck.
Peggy
Kinda getting
is
her
standing sideways
ready.
behind Ash.
Tipper offers the guy a rib from her bag, a roast rib, the one that questioned us. She's like, we had breakfast this morning and it was quite good. We were actually eating and digesting food. So I was wondering if you would like, maybe you were out here and you needed a snack. And she's handing him like a couple of ribs on a ripped piece of cloth.
So he's out and he has not let you in yet, but he is out in one of the guard posts and he's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And then from behind the gate, you do see a very large figure approaching in Raider power armor. So this armor is very rusty looking, but it is a big set of power armor. As he walks toward the gate, it makes the ka-thunk sound, and dust motes go out from under his feet as he stomps towards the gate. Marcus, you do recognize this man. He's got the scar over his left eye, the big mustache, and this is definitely Big John.
Good looking mustache.
And what do I owe the pleasure of you all coming to my camp?
It's Sugar. I travel across the wasteland. I've performed for Raiders, Super Mutants.
I didn't invite you here.
Yeah, you understand how Sugar works. You don't invite me. I show up and give you entertainment you just can't quite miss. You're telling me you are such an infamous bandit of yourself, a Raider quality, has not heard of Sugar. Only the top bandits ever get a chance to even hear my name, let alone my music.
You got caps.
I come to perform free of charge. Most people pay out the nose to get me.
I said, you got any caps?
I carry if you want me.
All right. And then all of a sudden, from the east side, so from the east side, you hear a screeching sound, and you hear feet rapidly hitting the ground, running toward you, and you see a pack of feral ghouls running at you from the east. And he says, well, if you survive, maybe I'll let you in. And if you don't, those caps are mine. And that is where we are going to end it for this evening. And we will see next. Oh no, we got
looks like we got to do this fight. We got raided. We got to do this fight.
Austin.
We have to survive for Coral. I know.
Welcome in, Coral.
So thank you so much for the raid, everyone. Thank you for coming in. We will pick this up next week. So next week they have a pack of feral ghouls running at them from the east outside of this raider camp. So they've got raiders pointing guns at them. They've got feral ghouls coming from behind them. What will they do? But you'll have to tune in next week at 6:30 p.m. Pacific here on the Initiative Order to find out what happens. My name is April Hill. I am the overseer of this campaign. You can find me at Stiletto_assassin on Instagram and Stiletto DM on Twitter. Take it away, Ash.
Hi guys, I'm Utahime. You can find me at Utahime Cosplay on Facebook, Instagram, here on Twitch, and Brianna DaCosta on Twitter. You can also catch me this Thursday on the In Crowd, where I play Cord, who is a monk, Way of the Long Death for Lady Death Squad. So if you want some Quentin Tarantino-ish D&D action, please come check it out. Some badass ladies kicking butt. And then also the premiere of Evermore Tales on the initiative order right here on June 27th at 2 p.m. Mark your calendars. It's going to be awesome. Got DM is going to be DMing that. And you can catch me here on Mondays for more awesome vaults with our overseer and these amazing, amazing friends right here. Everybody's amazing. And I love you guys. And thank you so much, everybody who rated and subs and all the love. You guys rock.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. All right, Marcus.
Yes, that's me. I am Justin, and I play Marcus, the slinger of guns.
Slinger of guns.
Which
And the
you'll see me-
drinker of the vodka.
and the drinking of vodka. You can catch me next week with hopefully my MySpace page ready to roll.
Oh my god.
We will be waiting breathlessly.
I didn't
on-
even know that servers were still up.
Oh, they're still going. 167,000 unique users.
Oh, there you go. Hey everyone, my name is DeAngelo Murillo, and I do a lot of tabletop RPG events. The one that we're doing right now is every Saturday on my channel, _DeAngelo, is Phoenix by Night, which Taryn is actually the main actress for. So it's a really, really fun series. Yeah, it's super, super cool. And Utahime and Alicia are going to be a part of that on like episode 5, and then Casual was actually a part of that as well. And April's going to be this weekend, so it's going to be really, really fun. It's super, super cool. It's Vampire the Masquerade. It's comedy, and all the performers get paid at the end of it from whatever tips we get. So it's really awesome. And yeah, that's me. And you can find me online at _DeAngelo. Thanks.
Peggy Sue.
Well, howdy, y'all. My name is Taryn Hackett, also known as Val Rook. You can catch me on the Instagram at Val Rook, TTRPG streamer and creator and all that jazz skis. Obviously, you can catch me here every Monday. Like DeAngelo said, I'm also doing the Vampire the Masquerade, playing a super awkward, nerdy vampire lady who just got turned and stuff. Casual will probably forget to mention this, but he is also running a Volcania RPG mini-series known as Forge of Fate, where I play a cat mutant with a Scottish accent, and you should come watch that too. It's on Sundays, this Sunday, like, I'm just saying. But other than that, I'm also a dice maker. So I make artisan dice, and if you want to check that stuff out, you can check me out at UO_dice on the Instagram. It's Umbral Oculus Dice. Yeehaw.
Sugar Cyrus.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. This is a busy week, so I'm gonna try to not miss any events that Taryn keeps reminding me that I'm missing stuff. So I'm Jay, Casual Campbell. You can find me on all social media at @casual_Campbell. So you can find me on Mondays on the initiative order, being Sugar Cyrus with Vault. On Tuesdays, you can catch me on the Gilding Light, where we're doing She is the Ancient, a Gender Brent Curse of Straw that's being released for DM's Guild, I believe, yes. And then Wednesdays, I'm also going to be on Gilding Light doing Angel in a City of Glass with the team DM. Fenway Jones is DMing Angel City Glass, where I play an autistic barbarian, because it's important to highlight some of those things that people don't address in life in our fantasy settings. You can also catch me on this Friday. I'll actually be doing a stream for the initiative order. That promo's coming out, where I'm going to do a small, more indie game where it's witches and spellcraft, because why not? I get to be a head witch. I'm living my dream. That's what it's here for. Saturday, you can catch me on Stella Luna's channel, where I'm running a one-shot of Masks: The Next Generation, where I'm going to be leading a group of superheroes through stuff. And then Sunday, you have the next episode of Volcania, Forge of Fate, where I am going with a steampunk fantasy setting developed by Gear Games, an Italian game maker who's let me be the American representation of doing things like that. And then July, I am releasing the first official playtest content of my own TTRPG, Deep Breath, which is a retrofuturistic high fantasy setting inspired by Shonen Jump, manga, anime, and JRPG, where the threats of dragons are equally as promising as cyborgs. I hope I didn't miss any of my events coming up in the next.
Oh, you did good.
I did it this time? I did it this time. Okay, I'm done.
All right, and Tipper.
Good stuff. Hey, everybody. Really such good stuff. I love that. Interesting group of people we have sitting at this table. My name is Alicia Marie, and you can catch me on all socials. Being a clown at Alicia Marie Body. I'm a costume artist, so I'm always. I really can't believe my life. Sometimes I'm making some really, really cool stuff for some really amazing people right now. NDA is what we live and breathe, so I can't share it, but I am always excited for the day that I can. Obviously, I'm here tipper, hoping that I can possibly buy myself into that chain link fence with caps next week. Fit like backbone. This week, I'm in the middle of making a costume for somebody, but on Friday, I will be appearing on my friend Eliza Pearl's improv show. So it's role playing, but there's no game involved. So we're just sort of doing an improv thing on Ripley Improv Friday at 6 p.m. So it's twitch.tv, Ripley Improv, and it's her show Slay, and it's very it has a rotating list of guests and stuff. So it's like her story, and it's very Sherlocky, Holmesy, cool. So I'll be doing that on Friday. You'll find out my character because I haven't figured it out yet myself.
Like fun.
I'll see you Monday otherwise.
Thank you so much. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Thank you for all the raiders. Thank you for everybody that donated bits and subs and Ko-Fi. We will catch y'all. And the players, you guys are amazing. I absolutely love playing this game with you. You guys make this adventure. You do things that I would never predict, and I absolutely love it and adore it, and you keep me on my toes, and I love building sets for you guys to play in. So so we will see you all next week here on the Initiative Order at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. But until then, grab a Nuka-Cola, get wasted, and love the people you're with. See you later. Wrong.